What's up, everybody? Thanks for watching today, baby. Ooh, baby. All right, guys, time for that. It's time for that same time Wednesday live stream. As you guys are stopping in here, please say hello. Please say hello after you smash that like button, of course. Izzy got her summertime groom. Look how different she looks. Before we get started, guys, you need to know that this is a long form video, okay? So we're just going to hang out and discuss Suboxone, Sublocade, Kratom, etc., okay? We'll be on here for probably 2 hours or so. We need to get you guys' input to the channel. I want to hear what you guys are going through. Please give me an update on your situation and maybe any progress that you've had for the week since we spoke last. Already a few people in here. It looks like Mikey's already in here. Mikey's early today. What's up, Mikey? Good to see you, brother. Jerem 1979 is also in here. Says, hey guys, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, guys? Please say hello as you're stopping in here. Look how tiny this chick is. Show me your new groove, girl. Look at that little thing. Her little heart's just pumping. So they took a little bit more hair off than I thought they were going to. But that's all right, because she gets hot really easily. But she looks like a different damn dog. Excuse me. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? Looks like we've got about 10 people already in here. Please say hello as you guys are stopping in here. I'm glad to see there's already some folks in here today. I just had to reset my internet, guys. So if anything seems different or slow, please let me know on the stream. Hey, Mama Deb. She says, hey, guys. Oh, she's so cute. You think she looks better like short hair like this or with her all her long hair? She has so many like brown spots. She's so small. You're so small. Say hi, guys. Say, I'm just waiting to get my snacky. KG Smith, what's up? Good to see you, KG. Gosh, you guys are coming in here early today. What is this, Daddy? What is this? You can't steal the snack already. She's like, how do I get out of here? Let's see here. I like her freckles, Deb says. Yeah, you got a whole bunch of different colors, huh? Little cutie. I got to keep her warm because she's a little cold now, so I got to make sure I don't keep the house too cold for her. Christian says, hey, brother, on break at work, but day 8 of 100 milligram of Sublocade and feeling great, man. I appreciate the great advice. Awesome, Christian. That's great, dude. I think I remember a recent comment of yours telling me that you were switching soon, so sounds like you made the adjustments. Oh, you dropped it, silly. Say bye, everybody. I love y'all. See you next week. Go get your snacky. Christian, have you been able to do away with the oral dosing yet? And she's out of here. I want to say, Christian, weren't you on about 4 milligrams of Suboxone when you switched? Somewhere around there. How are you doing, Deb, with your sleep? Is there any adjustments to your sleep since we spoke last on here, Deb? Thanks, Deb. And yes, I stopped right away. Dude, that's awesome. I bet you that's a huge just like you get so much freedom when you're able to stop the oral dosing, right? You don't have to think about it all day. Okay, so 2 milligrams. So how was that transition, Christian? Did it feel like it was a little too strong for the first few days, or did it feel like it was just about perfect? Because you guys know I always like to get your guys' input on how the transition doses were. If you would have done something differently, or if it was just about perfect. That way other people who are considering that same transition, they can kind of know. Because we have a lot of people on this channel who are down to right around 2 milligrams of Suboxone, and some people are struggling to go lower than that. How are you doing, Mikey? Any updates on your situation? I know Mikey recently got his second Sublocade shot. And I think Mikey's shots were spaced out quite a bit too. So Deb says, no difference, but it will get better. Marky promised. Oh, there's Marky. Marky's up in here. Oh my gosh. Marky says, I'm here for the JK gossip. Who's got the scoop? Definitely not going to be hearing me talk about that stuff on this channel, guys. I know it's an easy thing to like get views on or whatever, but I just can't do that stuff. Stresses me out, honestly, guys. I don't ever want beef with anybody on the internet. I just try to be friends with everybody, if you guys haven't noticed by now. That's freaking funny you said that though, Marky. Yeah, there's a lot of people that are making videos about that same situation. Honestly, I can't follow along. I know that there's like so much to that story that I just don't know enough about it to really say much about it. The only thing I can say about that is that I don't like to get in other people's drama, so I just try to let everybody do what they're gonna do, and I don't like to get involved in that stuff. I'm too damn paranoid. I just want to be friends with everybody. I don't know who she is though. Like I don't actually know her personally. I've never talked to her, nothing like that. KG says, wow, so that's possible for me, the shot from 2 milligrams. Yeah, I actually had a friend go, you'd have to make sure that you had the right doctor, KG, because some doctors aren't going to be willing to do what Christian's doctor did and start you off at the lower dose of 100 milligrams. But people who are, 2 to 4 milligrams of Suboxone, if their doctor is willing to adjust or personalize their Sublocade starting dose, the 100 milligram, a lot of people are finding that is working for them. So take that for what it's worth, guys. There is somebody who recently started on a tiny dose of Sublocade, and I'm waiting for an update on his situation. So I will let you guys know. And shout out to Kimmy. Damn, Kimmy's already up in here. I don't see her in the chat yet. Shout out to Kimmy B hooking it up with the $10 cash app, baby. Hooking it up, starting things off with the first sponsorship of today's live stream. Oh, there she is right there. Good to see you, Kimmy. Thank you very much. She didn't leave a note here. Some people leave a note when they do the sponsor, and some people don't. So if you guys would like to leave a note, when you do the cash apps or Venmos, I like to read that online if you do that. So shout out to you, Kimmy. I was actually just looking for your channel, looking for another video, but I haven't seen any new videos. Are you planning on making more videos? If you guys didn't know yet, Kimmy has a channel. You can click right there on her name and it will bring you to her channel. I think she's got like 120 subscribers now. She documented what her Suboxone withdrawal was like. So if any of you guys would like to watch that journey, she did recently just post those videos. So I really appreciate her coming on the channel too just a couple weeks ago. Good to see you in here today, Marky. I know you kind of showed up at the last little bit of last week. So yeah, KG, if your doctor, if you're struggling to taper off of Suboxone, now I just want to clarify, guys, that if you guys are doing good on your taper and you think that you can continue, I would just stick with tapering. Okay, you don't need to get on. Everybody doesn't just need to get on Sublocade. It's more so in my opinion. And remember, guys, that I'm not a doctor, but I've been in this lifestyle for a really long time. So in my opinion, if you guys are tapering and things are going good, then just keep going with the taper. I think that's going to be your fastest way if you're in a rush, especially to get off of bupe. The shot will take longer because it's a very slow releasing medication, right? Okay, so Kitty says, hey. Marky says, what's up, everyone? I can't watch that drama, Mama Deb says. Yeah, I really got to be careful. I've been getting back to work. Look at I don't know if you guys can see all these cuts, but I got grinded up yesterday in the garage. I was working on this Corvette, and the thing was dripping fuel all down the exhaust. So I'm glad I caught that, because I mean, you guys can put your imaginations to what fuel dripping down on a hot exhaust could end up turning into. Knock on wood that never happened. Thankfully, that never happened. I kept smelling this raw fuel smell, and I was like, I don't see any fuel on the ground. What is going on? I switched out the fuel cap, and that thing was all cracked, so I thought that was the issue. And then I kept smelling it, and jacked the car up, did some research online, and damn, I'm so glad I caught that, guys. That could have been horrible. So I was just like, my big ass arms and hands trying to get all up in there. It was not working. It was so frustrating. I was so frustrated yesterday. But I got it done, and it's fixed. Scott says, happy hump day, y'all. Good to see you in here, Scott. And let's see. Yeah, Scott's in here early today. How are you doing, Scott? Christian says, feels amazing just being able to wake up without having to take something. The first couple of days, I did feel a little extra, but as the week progressed, I began to level out, just trying to stay hydrated. That's perfect. Yeah, it sounds like you've got it all figured out, man. Sounds like your body is adjusting well to the medication. And let's see, and workout before bedtime helps with sleep. Okay. Yeah, definitely stay up on the hydration for sure, especially when you're newer to these medications, because you know, if you're going from 2 milligrams to the 100 milligram shot, there's a decent chance that your blood levels of bupe are now higher than they were on the 2 milligrams, right? Because your body's just stabilizing. It's constantly getting fed a low dose of buprenorphine to keep you feeling normal, right? So you'll get more and more used to it every day. Your body will adjust to the shot every day, and it just gets easier and easier to stop thinking about the oral dosing. Every day it just gets a little easier and a little easier. And then next week, if you go another week or two, you probably won't even be thinking about this stuff anymore. It's just pretty amazing how fast our mind can adapt to our new scenario, right? Kimmy says, no drama and sobriety don't mesh well together for me. I avoid it. Yep, that's me to a T, Kimmy, exactly. I mean, you guys have heard me talk about how I had to cut my own brother out of my life due to drama, right? So if I don't even talk to my own brother over drama, I definitely can't be doing drama online. I don't want to step on any wrong toes or make any wrong enemies. I just want everybody to get along, to be straight up honest with you. I wish everybody could just be friends, but unfortunately, that's not really the way the world works. And I do understand why some people are making videos for certain reasons. I do understand certain points to things after kind of what happened not too long ago. So I can kind of see some points of it, but I try not to get too involved in it, honestly, guys. Hi, cutie. Did you guys see Izzy earlier? Look how small she is. Have to get back to work. Hope everyone has a blessed day. Thank you, Christian. Yeah, check in with us every week, Christian. Let us know how your Sublocade journey goes, and thanks for sharing that update with us, my friend. I got enough ish going on in my life to worry about someone else's. How you doing, Mark? Are you still pumping them weights out there, or what? Are you still working out? KG says, guess who I have an appointment with? Hint, I live in MS. Oh, boy. Deb's a winner, yep. Dr. Chris Park. So shout out Dr. Chris Park. When's your appointment? And is it for Suboxone, or are you thinking about doing Sublocade with him? Yeah, Dr. Chris Park is the man. If you guys didn't know, we've done a few videos on this channel, him and I together. We'll probably do another video in the next, I don't know, maybe sometime this summer. I like to kind of do a video with him like once every year or so, just to kind of touch base and run some new ideas by him. There are doctors out there that will work with you. It is vital. Yes. Yeah. So if you guys are interested in doing a lower dose Suboxone to Sublocade transition, it's crucial to kind of speak with your doctor before they do everything and get it all ordered and stuff to make sure that you guys are on the same page, right? Because remember, guys, the transition doses are pretty crucial when it comes to like a pretty smooth transition, right? Because if you go from 2 milligrams to 300 milligrams shot, you're going to be highly over medicated for at least probably a week or two. And that, so for some people that can be really scary, right? So the transition doses are crucial, guys. Marky says it's pouring here in Florida. I got off early today. Oh, so that's why you all up in here early today. We've been having the weirdest weather here in Utah. It's been like rain and sun and rain and sun like during the same day. I love Dr. Park. He seems really cool. Yeah, he's a stud. He's an awesome guy. Yeah, I've got some planned out. I just need to film them. Okay, so Kimmy is going to make some newer updated videos, and she has a lot of great ideas and a lot of experience too, guys. So please check out her channel. Go show her some support. They're conjuring something up. They did spray heavily yesterday. I'm just saying. I know where you're going with that, Marky. I corrected an 04 BMW convertible this weekend. Came out sick. Oh, dude, you do paint correction? I've been actually kind of recently learning that stuff too. Yeah, I've definitely been like, I went out and bought this, what do they call you know what I'm talking about, the buffer and all the different pads. And I bought some cutting pads and a bunch of different Meguiar's, what are they called? For some reason, my mind is going blank. You know what I'm talking about, Marky. So you work on cars, Marky? I didn't know that. That's funny, dude. Dude, there's some people charge in Utah, they'll charge like $3 to $5 grand for a paint correction. I'm like, what? And people are paying that too. Like, there's a lot of money in doing that. I just kind of do it as a hobby. Like when I buy cars to flip them and fix them up, I'll just kind of, you know, start tinkering with things and trying different things on different cars. I mostly do like mechanic stuff. Tara, what's up? Good to see you. Tara says hi all. I'm waiting for, that's awesome, Scott. Let's see. So Scott says, I'm waiting for FMD to get up in here. I got a little joke for him. So let me know when you guys see FMD. Scott says, I'm good. 85 days out since my last 100 milligram shot. I'm still feeling pretty good most of the days. My motivation for engaging in life seems to be returning, not feeling like a zombie anymore. So Scott, did you feel like a zombie when you were like recently into the shots? Because I never really had that feeling during my Sublocade journey. But I know I have heard others mention that after prolonging their shot or not getting a shot for 3 months now, you know, that they're getting more fillings and they are feeling more normal, like like you normally would without being on Butte. Is there any other things that you've noticed, Scott, since going 3 months without a shot? Like, are you noticing like that you're a lot more emotional? How about going to the bathroom? Are you less constipated, or are you anything different with that? I like to kind of get as many details about this stuff as I can. So yeah, tell us whatever you feel like might help others, Scott. This is also a great time for me to give the old disclaimer, guys. Remember that nothing on this channel is medical advice. If you guys are struggling with addiction, please seek out your own medical doctor. This is for entertainment purposes only, and for me to share my experience with you, and for you, baby, to share your experience with others. Okay, guys? Remember, a lot of what this channel is you guys sharing with us what you're going through, what is working, what isn't working, what your goals are moving forward, right? That's what a lot of this channel is your guys' story, not just mine, okay? Also, a great time to thank the sponsors or contributors for the week. As you guys might have seen that post I made, I think yesterday, was it? Mikey hooked it up fat, guys, with a $100 super sticker on the Replay Crew, baby. Baby, baby. Super shout out to Mikey for dropping $100, guys. That is the biggest super sticker in this channel's history. So I really appreciate that, Mikey, and I appreciate you coming around here, talking to us every week, and just following along with the story and sharing with us your story, Mikey, and how you're doing. Hopefully things are going better for you with your. I know you have a lot of chronic pain issues, so hopefully you're doing better with that stuff, my friend. We also had Kimmy hook it up with a $20 Cash App, baby. We also had Mama Deb, we had Jill, we had KG or Carol hooking it up with a $25 Cash App last week. Scott is up in here right now with a Venmo. Jerem1979 hooked it up. We had Brandon's Recovery also do a $20 Cash App. So I appreciate each and every one of you guys who contributed to last week's live stream. I really, really appreciate each and every one of you guys who find value in this community. Please don't ever donate or sponsor anything if you guys are, financially not in the best place. I don't ever want you guys to do that unless you're in a position to do that. Okay, guys? So thank you, each and every one of you who have contributed to this channel in the past. I'm pretty sure I got everybody. Yes, I did. Okay. Let's go ahead and get back to the comments, guys. Let's see here. And then also shout out to Kimmy for coming through today with a $10 Cash App to baby. So Tara says, drama no good. Howdy, howdy, it's going. Critter Live, good to see you in here. Howdy, howdy, how's it going? How are you doing? It's cool to see your guys' pictures on here. Like on the computer, I can see you guys a little bit better than I can on the phone. Does the stream seem to be working normally? Or is anything lagging at all today, guys? Also, shout out to the few people I've been able to speak with on the. Appreciate you guys reaching out to me through that resource. If you guys need to have a private conversation with me to talk about your situation, you can do so in the description box of all the videos. There's a link to a clarity.fm account, guys. I'm available to speak to you for as long or as short of a time as you guys need to, okay? There's a link in the description box. Marky says, I'm still at it. 90-day picture I'm taking this weekend. That's awesome, dude. Yeah, keep track of the pictures because that stuff will really help keep you going, man. That's like when I look back on my pictures from when I started working out, I was like, dang, dude, it's crazy how much your body can change. What's up, Career Life? How's it going, everyone? Oh, Mikey's back in here now. So he must have left for a minute. What up, Big Kev? Mikey's the only one that calls me Big Kev. I like that. I have a really good friend in real life. His name is also Mike, and he also calls me Big Kev. It's freaking hilarious. So when you said that, I thought you were my friend in Utah when you first said that, when I first met you, Mikey. Jessica Jane, what's up, girl? Good to see you. KG says, my appointment is June 26th. I'm planning to continue to decrease my dose, but if I can't, then I'll ask about the shot. Yeah, that's perfect. And that gives you a month, KG, to see, what you can do. How is it going for you? And you don't have to feel like you're trying to do a rush taper in like a week or two, right? So that'll give you plenty of time to kind of see where you're at and see how it's going for you. Just a quick heads up, if you guys didn't see the video that I did, I think it was about last week, there is another option coming out other than Sublocade. It's called Buvidal. It's already out. It's already out in Australia, but it's finally coming to our market here in the States. And it's supposedly, I don't know how true this is really going to be, but from the article that I read, guys, it literally says that this shot is going to be $10 or less. See, I don't know if I really believe $10. That sounds too good to be true, straight up honest with you guys. But even if, let's just say it's $100 cash pay, right? If you don't have insurance, that's still, even if it was $100 a month, that's still 20 times cheaper than the Sublocade shot if you're cash paying, right? So, and another good thing about it is they're going to have many more different doses, so that if your doctor is really one that's by the books, so to say, with the doses, and he's not willing to personalize your shot, then Buvidal will have many more doses, especially for people who are starting on lower doses of Suboxone, okay? Also, they're going to have it in weekly shots. So you could start off with a weekly shot, and that'll help you get dialed in smoother, in my opinion. And then you could transfer to the monthly shot after you get the dose right. Because with Sublocade, you're kind of just taking the big dose and you know, pushing yourself as hard as you can the first month, right? So I think the Buvidal, it's going to be coming out soon, guys. It looks like it's going to be this fall. I think it's going to help a lot of you guys who are considering the transition from the oral dosing to the shot, okay? And shout out again to Carol hooking it up in there. KG coming through with a $20 Cash App, baby. Says, you are amazing, Kevin. Thank you for all you do. Thank you, Carol. I appreciate showing the love up in here today. And you've been pretty damn consistent in here lately, so I appreciate you, and thank you for also sharing your story here on the live stream. So remember, guys, that I want to hear from you guys. I want to hear what you guys are doing and what you're considering doing, or if you're just going to taper. You know, it's different for everybody. So another thing I wanted to kind of talk about for a minute, guys, is I want to thank you all who, how do I say this? There can be certain scenarios that come up, like let's just say Kratom, for example, guys, right? You guys know the warnings that I've given for Kratom, right? And there's a lot of people out there that see things differently than I do. And I just want to say shout out to you guys for always being respectful when it comes to things that I've said on this channel. I'm not the end final result. So if there's something that I say about Kratom that maybe you disagree with, or something else that maybe you disagree with, that's okay, guys. Just make sure that we're all being respectful towards each other. I want to thank you guys for being understanding of what I've gone through in the past, right? And not everybody is going to see eye to eye on every little substance or dose or a thought about a substance, right? So I just wanted to kind of touch on that for a minute, guys. It's okay to have differing opinions. The thing is that we're all here for the greater good, right? To help people move forward with their life. So I just wanted to kind of touch on that for a minute. Shout out to you guys for being respectful to me. Even if you guys have differing opinions, that's totally okay, guys. Let's see here. KG, I know you're going to have great results. Does anybody know when, I was trying to ask Caroline if she's done her Iboga retreat yet. Does anybody know if she's done that yet? I didn't see a response from her yet, I don't think. I haven't checked back on that comment section yet. So Marky says, I'll send you a video of the results. I did it for 800, no interior, just cut and polish with Jeskar power lock for a sealant. See, I don't know what that is. Jeskar? I've not heard of that. How long did it take you to do that, Marky? Yeah, dude, send me a video. I'm very interested in learning more about what you're talking about. I'm just kind of in the beginner stages of learning how to get like basic scratches out and getting the foggy, dull clear coat, getting that back to a shine. I'm just kind of like at the beginning stages of learning that stuff. I've really been pretty good with like touching up paint, flaws. And I can actually do pretty good with rattle can jobs. Honestly, I rattle canned the spoiler of my BMW, and it turned out just as good as the factory paint. I'm not kidding you guys. I cut and buffed it after I clear coated it. It turned out really good. I was pretty impressed. It did take me a while to do that though. So Mikey says 6 days on second dose of 100 milligrams. So how are you feeling on that, Mikey? And I'm really always curious on Mikey how your pain is being managed. Like, are your doctors helping you with that, or are you still doing the over-the-counter medications for your pain? Glad to hear it. You got this. Get obsessed with something else. I've been there with the drinking. Oh, did I miss something about drinking? Let me scroll back up. I think I must have missed a comment about that. Hey, Marky, I'm working on quitting drinking. Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of people who have struggled with over drinking alcohol on this channel. That's definitely something that most of my family, honestly, guys, struggles with. So I guess in a sense, I'm kind of lucky that I really never went off the deep end with drinking alcohol. I got the opiate addiction instead. I think I'm the only one in my family that got addicted to opiates. Almost everybody else is all alcohol. Let's see here. Mikey, is the headache from the shot or something else? I'm sorry you have one. Where did he say that? Guys, I don't know why the comments are being a little bit weird today. I didn't see where Mikey said about a headache. Oh, there he goes. He says headache. Okay. I just felt a general sense of lack of motivation. My emotions are definitely coming back. I used to hate country music, but the music seems to be hitting me differently. Yes. So that's a sure sign, my friend, that your levels are getting low. I've been able to pinpoint that to like very, very clear. I know when that's happening, and I know why that's happening when that does happen. When music starts to seem so different to you, even though it's like the same songs you've been listening to in the recent past, for me, that's always like, okay, my levels are getting lower. Like you can start feeling those emotions just listening to songs. And that's definitely a pretty key indicator for me personally. I had an MRI on the brain. I have a ton of issues. Like what? What kind of issues, Mikey? I had a Friday MRI on Friday of the brain. Dude, what kind of issues, Mikey? I never had any bowel troubles before or after. Wow, that's pretty. Yeah, see, it's different how it is for all of us, guys. So that's good that you never. So even when you were on Suboxone, you never had a bunch of constipation issues. The chat has a stupid heart on the bottom. It is annoying. Where at? I don't see it. I don't see any hearts. The chat has a heart on the bottom. I don't see any hearts at all on my phone or there. That's been there forever, Deb Woods. Your laugh out loud, you're just noticing now. Yeah, I don't see anything. I don't know what you guys are seeing. Peter, what's up? Peter says, what's up, Kev? All sounds and looks good. Okay, cool. Cool. Thank you, Peter. So, Peter, I was going to ask you, because I remember seeing you made a comment saying that you use I think you said you use like the OPMS gold or black or something like for pause on occasion. Can you tell us a little bit more about that? It sounds like, from what I can understand, Peter, correct me if I'm wrong, that you're able to kind of control the doses of the shots that you're taking, like on just like what, maybe a few times a week or what? I always had worse pain after an MRI, and you can feel it pulsing in your body. I hated them. In the beginning, I couldn't hear you. I had to restart the phone. Okay, I was hoping that wasn't my internet, because my internet's been kind of weird today. So Mikey has some issues in his neck that's causing headaches. I had 3 neck MRIs. They are horrible, but they make it sound like it doesn't do that. I had 20 MRIs, Mikey. Holy crap, dude. Yeah, Mikey's been through some stuff in his days. Poor dude. You're a great person, Deb. Yes, she is. And so are you, Mikey. You're a great dude. Mikey, same for me. I haven't had neck pain since I started sub. Now that I'm down to 2 milligrams, my neck pain is back. See, there's so many of you guys that have the chronic pain stuff, and I feel for you guys, because damn, dude, like, what do you do in that situation, right? You can't just sit there and suffer all day. That sucks to have to live like that. So, like, in your position, KG, I mean, what's the plan once you get off of bupe, right? If that's what's saving you from having the neck pain, what's the fix for that? Once you, let's just say you taper off all the way, you know what I mean? Have you, I know Mikey says that, I think he said that just Aleve over the counter is really doing a lot of help for his severe back pain and stuff like that. So I don't know if there's something you could find that's over the counter. Right on, Kevin. Thank you for creating a safe space here for recovery. Absolutely, Tara. I appreciate you always coming back here every week chatting with us. And it's always good to see you on FMD's channel as well. I've seen you around for quite a while, Tara, so good to see you in here and on other people's channels as well. And let's see here. It just keeps on cracking my neck here in Illinois. The air quality is terrible. Yeah, I was talking to Jill, and she said she's not too far from you, so I know you guys kind of figured out that you don't live too far away. Now I'm feeling like something's wrong with my neck. I'm like, I feel like I gotta pop my neck. Hey, Zach, how are you, buddy? Feel good. Otherwise, Kevin, feel good. OTC, over the counter. So I think Mikey means to say that the over-the-counter stuff is helping him. Yeah, the Aleve gels, that's what it was. So you guys that are struggling with chronic pain, you might try what Mikey did. He said the over-the-counter Aleve gels really help. He told me that the Aleve gels help his pain more than the buprenorphine does. So that's pretty telling, honestly. If he's getting that much pain relief more than taking like an 8 milligram Subutex, that's pretty telling stuff right there. I'm trying to overcome alcoholism currently, Kyle says. Thank you for sharing that with us, Kyle. Yeah, it seems like there's been a few people coming on here today talking about they're struggling with alcoholism. Like, how bad is it, Kyle? What are you drinking? How much are you drinking, I should say? I used to get migraines as much as once a week. I haven't had a migraine since I got below 1/4 milligram, and now that I've been off for 3 months, still no migraines. So it sounds like since Zach got off of Suboxone all the way, no more migraines for him. I swear that stuff is like super glue, Zach. Yeah, I'm not seeing that heart anywhere on here. I don't know where you guys are seeing the heart at. Just a quick side note, guys. It looks like we have 11 thumbs up on this video. If you guys haven't yet, smash that like button. Please hook it up and bang that baby out. I would appreciate it. And also, if you haven't shared with me what you guys are going through, please post a comment, guys. Let us know what you're going through, what your goals are. There's some hearts. I just seen some hearts pop up on the screen. Out of nowhere, too, they just popped up. Yeah, there they go again. What the heck? Okay, maybe that's what you're talking about, Deb. Now I'm seeing smiley faces just pop. They're like floating up to the top. Yes, Deb, for sure. I'm so happy now, though, that I don't get migraines anymore. That was awful. Yeah, I used to have to take, what's that medication, guys? It's really strong medication for migraines. I could literally take like 1/3 of them. You guys know what it is. I don't remember the name. It's been so long since I've taken it. My signal foci, also inflammation in the brain. I don't even know what the heck that is, Mikey, or unless you maybe spelled something wrong. So you've got inflammation in your brain. What's that from? Kyle, how are you doing? Looks like I got caught up in the chat already here, guys. Let's see, months ago, Kyle says, months ago, I was like all day, every day. The last month, I drank about half of the days. Vodka was my main hard liquor, and I've kept it to beer when I have drank. So how long have you been struggling with alcoholism, Kyle? So it sounds like you're making progress, dude. That's awesome that you've done that. I mean, if you're able to go every other day now, that's a huge. Let's see, all day, every day. I mean, if you've already cut it in half, that's a huge, jump start. It sounds like you're doing pretty good with making progress at least. Hopefully your vodka was my main hard liquor. My dad was really bad with, he would buy every day, he would get one of those, it was like this big of vodka and he would just straight up drink it. And I was just, oh, just seeing him do that for so many years, I just felt really bad seeing him do that. And the way that he would act too when he would get drunk, it sucked to see, man. I've seen a lot of people struggle with alcoholism. A lot of my close friends, a lot of my family. I would say maybe like 80% of my family struggles with alcoholism, guys. Are you guys is the same way? Most of your family over drink as well? So Kyle says 5 or 10 years. I've been in and out trying to quit for the last 3 years. I had to kick Xanax first, so that's good. At least you got that taken care of. That's a big one, man. There's a lot of people that really struggle getting off of benzos, Xanax, stuff like that. I've heard some people say that that's even harder than alcohol, but then again, it's different for everybody, as we all know here. So you're making progress, dude. Don't get too down on yourself. Just keep working at it, buddy. Don't they have some kind of a is there a patch or something for people who struggle with alcoholism? Isn't there something that they have for people? Or isn't there a shot or something that works? Is it I can't remember what shot it is. Is it Vivitrol? There is a shot I've thought I heard of that is for people who struggle with drinking. Kevin, do you ever bring alcoholics as guests on your channel? That's a good question, Tara. Tara always coming in with good ass questions. Just curious. Forgive me for not watching your entire channel yet. So I haven't really had anybody on to just speak about that. Mostly it's been people who struggle with opiates. And then we kind of talk a little bit about their alcoholism, but I would definitely be open to it for sure. You know what I mean? For me, it would definitely be something that I'd be a little out of my my normal confidence level that I have talking about kratom and opiates and Sublocade and all that stuff. But I would definitely be open to doing it if somebody would like to in the future come on here and share their alcohol addiction story. I would love to do that. That's a good idea though, Tara. Just kind of switch it up because I know there's probably more people thinking about it, there's probably way more people that struggle with alcoholism than opiate addiction, like, just because of how accessible it is, right? Like I just said just a minute ago, most of my family struggles with that. So I could definitely see us having something like that in the future on this channel. I don't see the heart, but I have an iPhone 7 and I'm still on iOS 10. Zach, I'm surprised that thing even works. Why don't you update that iOS, dude? I bet your phone would work better. Yeah, it's a big ass heart right above the send button. Hard to see on the chat. Yeah, I don't have it on mine at all. There's no heart at all on mine. Maybe it's because I'm on my own channel. I bet that's probably what it is. They don't know, Kev. So are they gonna have to do more tests then, Mikey, or what? Like, what are they gonna do from here? See, that's a scary thing, guys, because I know my sister had a lot of issues that they could never figure out. And they were like, it's this, it's that, try this, try that. And she just had like all these autoimmune issues and like, damn, dude, like watching her struggle like that for so long and nobody being able to figure out what the hell's wrong with her, that sucks. That really sucks. My iPhone has it too. Never mind, I just checked. It's on my phone, KG says. Making sure I didn't miss any comments here. So Mikey doesn't see a heart either. How hard was it kicking the Xanax? How long did it take you to kick the Xanax, Kyle? I'm curious about that. I mean, if you can kick the Xanax, dude, you should be able to get the alcohol too. Just be patient with yourself, brother. The heart showed up months ago for me. I think I mentioned it a while back. So Mikey says, next, I'm going downtown next week to a 4.8 star neurologist. So Mikey's seeking out some additional new help here, it sounds like. It sounds like you must hopefully have good health insurance, Mikey, because you're having a lot of stuff checked out and meeting a lot of different people. So I applaud you, man, for not giving up and continuing to push forward and find something else. If something's not working for you guys, try somebody else, try something else until somebody gets something figured out, right, guys? What? She's sassing me over here. Kyle, do you hang out with other people that drink? It's harder then. Absolutely, Deb. And that reminds me, Kimmy, any updates on your situation since last Wednesday, Kimmy? I know Kimmy shared with us last week that she drank a bottle of wine and she wasn't feeling too good about it. So hopefully nothing else like that has happened since then, Kimmy. If you could let us know you're doing okay and feeling good. It brings up the emoji, but it's super limited. Where the heck is FMD? I want to show him something when he hops on here. Oh, there's Caroline right there, guys. So she says, yay, I caught alive. I'm still alive in Mexico. So she's doing the retreat right now. I wasn't sure if you've seen the question I asked you on, I wasn't sure if you responded yet, Caroline. So I was curious if you've gone yet. She says, I'm struggling. What's going on out there? How long have you been out there, Caroline? What are you struggling with? And let us know how that experience has been for you so far. Thanks for getting on here and updating us, Caroline. I'm surprised that they even let you use the internet out there. But going back to what Deb said, yes, if you hang out with other people that drink, man, that's going to be really hard to kick drinking alcohol, guys. Just like same thing with opiates, right? If your friends and family, they're all a bunch of people who take opiates and abuse stuff, then it's going to be next to impossible. And I'm not saying it's impossible, but it's going to be much, much harder if you're around people on a normal basis who drink alcohol or abuse drugs, right, guys? So you might have to push people out of your life for a season or two while you figure your own things out, and then you can consider that relationship later in the future. I can totally relate. That's how I lost my dad. Yeah, my dad really. Oh, so you lost your dad from what? Like liver stuff or what, Kyle? My wife struggles with alcohol. My dad and stepmom also. I'm actually now surrounded with people encouraging me to abstain. What are you doing, little girl? Come here. Come here. Come see daddy. Come here. I think she's getting chilly. I got the AC on. Lay down. I'll keep you warm. I'll keep you warm, little girl. Lay down. Kyle says, thanks, man. Yeah, dude, the Xanax stuff, I've seen a lot of people struggle getting off that. So if you did that, man, you should really be proud of yourself. You're going in the right direction. Just keep working at it, dude. Don't ever give up hope, because you can make slow, small steps here and there. Are you in AA or anything, Kyle? I know that a lot of people do tell me that helps them. I've never personally gone through like an NA or an NA step type of thing, but I do hear a lot of people say that it did save them and help them through. I have a lot of drinkers in my family. Thank God I've been sober for 2 years now. Yep, and so it was Vivitrol, yeah. So you could look in, I don't know if you looked into it or not, Kyle, but the Vivitrol shot is supposed to help. I don't know much about it, so I don't want to say, either way. I don't have any experience with that, but I have heard people tell me about the Vivitrol shot for alcoholism. So something you could definitely look into. I'm pretty sure it just makes it so where it's not like a pleasurable experience for you anymore, right? I'm pretty sure that's what it does. That shows they love you. That's great. Yeah, if you've got the right people around you pushing you in the right direction, that could really make a big difference in your life, guys. So that's good that he's got that going for him. I remember Kev Starr said Vivitrol helps with alcohol. I never loved alcohol. What's to use the next morning being sick? I'll pass. Yeah, I always had such horrible, horrible hangovers, especially once I got past like 30 years old, guys. Whew. If I would drink to where, like, I don't even remember the last time I've been drunk to where it's like, hey, feeling all good. Or I don't even remember the last time I've been like that. I know that if I did do that now, I would literally be looking at 2 days of a hangover. Like my entire weekend would be recovering from the hangover. And so that could be a scary thing if you can drink a lot of alcohol every night and wake up and be totally normal the next morning, right? That's kind of scary to think about, that you could drink that much stuff and just be totally normal the next morning. Like your body has such a high tolerance, right? Kind of how I was back when I was taking high doses of painkillers, like stuff that would probably take somebody else out. Like I could just wake up like it was normal. Guys, I cannot find Nicole's channel. I think she changed her name again. She's got 2 now? 2 YouTube channels, Kimmy? I thought she changed her name again. Something about tea or something. My wife takes Antabuse. It makes her very sick if she drinks while taking it. Okay, I haven't heard of that. Antabuse? Did I say that right, Scott? So it's there's also Antabuse, Kimmy says. Okay, so yeah, there are medications out there that can help you. I mean, if you're gonna take something like they're talking about here, and it makes it to where you hate drinking, I mean, that's like an ideal way to do it, I would think, right? If you can't do it on your own. So it's good to know that they make medications like that can really help. It makes her really sick. There are several meds that can help with alcoholism. Talk to your doc, NP or PA. So he says, Xanax, I'm almost 4 months without, and my main access to it recently passed away. Benzos had me so lost and in denial for like a decade. And then it took about 5 years of several attempts. Wow, dude. Wow. A decade? Dude, I'm surprised you got off, Kyle, after that long. I'm still alive in Mexico. Let's see, no issues, Kevin. You okay, baby? Still no desire to drink and not feeling as guilty. Okay, good, Kimmy. So yeah, I'm glad that you're doing better now. So that was just a one night thing then, Kimmy? Yeah, some of us can really self-guilt ourselves for taking alcohol or Kratom or Suboxone, right? Like sometimes it's like pretty sucky how bad we can be to ourselves, guilting ourselves like that. Yeah, Tara says, tell us about it, Caroline. So Caroline says, fatigue, but no withdrawal symptoms, just slumped, only certain times. So is it fatigue from what they had you take, or is it fatigue from no Suboxone? Or both? Like, I don't know if iboga is supposed to make you tired and sleepy. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to do that, isn't it? Again, guys, I don't know hardly anything about iboga. That would be Marky. He would be the one with the experience on that on here. So it sounds like the issues come and go for Caroline. How long have you been there, Caroline? If you haven't posted yet, I'll get to it if you already said. Kyle, I keep thinking and imagining myself in a year or less. It helps me stay motivated to keep going. So Deb's got that focus for the future, that future focus, guys. I know it's easy to kind of get lost in the moment of what we're going through in this specific moment, guys, but this life is fucking short, right? Like, if you're struggling with an addiction to something and you really want to, you know, in your soul that is really holding you back in life, go through what you have to go through in the moment. If you can do it and push forward, but just know your limits, guys. And please don't ever push yourself too far. Know your limits. That's what I always say on this channel. But know that life is short. I mean, I'm always seeing things as like reminders of like certain actors that I used to watch. I'm like, damn, dude, they got so old. Like, life is going so fast. Bleeding ulcers my dad had, assumed to be caused by all the vodka. Okay, yeah, dude. So it sounds like that runs in your family as well. That really sucks, dude. I was really surprised. See, my dad ended up taking himself out with a gun. I'm surprised that he drank probably from the age of, I would guess, 16 till 41 when he passed away, and he drank a lot. It was interesting too, like as a kid, seeing my dad struggle with addiction. I really had no idea, you know. And now that I've had my own huge struggles with addiction, it's almost like I finally can understand what my dad was going through, right? I didn't understand it as a kid, and just growing up and seeing your dad. He used to always say, because he had this little crappy, junky apartment, guys, and he was never motivated for like success and financial stuff like that. He was a garbage man. He stood on the back of a garbage truck, right? And hauled, back in the day when you would haul that shit in manually. And I was like, I felt so bad for him. I was like, I would always ask him, Dad, why don't you get a nicer car or a nicer house? And he would always just say that he'd be like, too lazy. Like, I was like, why are you lazy? But now, after going through my own addiction, guys, the laziness, I understand you, Dad. I understand why you were so exhausted all the time. Like, after experiencing my addiction and going through what I've gone through, I could finally understand what my dad was going through. So it sucks that I had to go through this to kind of understand why he was the way that he was. But it makes sense, man. These addictions will drain us in many ways, right? Caroline says, I don't know how to upload a YouTube. So Caroline, you should be able to just do it right from your phone. Just go on your profile. There's a little add button on your channel, and you should be able to add a video right there. Did you record some videos? I'm happy to hear that you're feeling better, Kimmy. You go, girl. So Caroline says 21 days, but I'm not leaving until I'm 100. Damn. So you've been there 21 days already, Caroline? I was trying to remember the date that you said you were going there. What was it? Let's see, it's 31st. So was it like the 8th or something like that? So you've been there for 21 days already? So is it 21 days without Suboxone already then, Caroline? I love the idea of visualizing self in a year for motivation. Yeah, that's a great. Deb has a lot of great points with that, and I really like her mindset with that. I'm close to trying AA for the first time, maybe. Dude, Kyle, try it, dude. Try it, man. If you're really struggling like that, dude, what have you got to lose, right, bud? Kyle, I do it every day. It's paradise here. What part of Mexico is it, Caroline? I can't remember if you told me already. Okay, so Caroline says day 8, no subs. So that's badass. You're making a hell of a lot of progress, then obviously. For me, like the worst of it was days like 4 through 8 was the worst for me. So hopefully things start to get better and better from here, Caroline. Just keep pushing through, girl. Exactly. They come and go in waves, and my emotions are all over the place. Yeah, try to embrace those emotions when they come. I know it's maybe easier said than done, and it's kind of easy to freak ourselves out a little bit, like, why am I so emotional? But just try to embrace that shit. Cry your eyes out like a baby. You know what I mean? Just let that shit out. It's just probably a lot of emotions that have been held back for many years due to certain substances, right? Both fatigue from the ibogaine because they F you up, and fatigue from just not having something that I can reach and grasp than to give me that boost. So Caroline got that energy boost from Suboxone. It sounds like I go to the beach and go swimming every day. Oh my gosh, that does sound like paradise. We go to the cenotes, which are these underground freshwater caves, and we went to the water park, and then I pass out when I get home. Dang, it sounds like you're having a hell of a good time out there then, Caroline. I mean, all things considered, obviously. Sure as heck haven't had to fight the craving since I tuned in. Yeah, that's awesome, man. You're welcome to hang out with us anytime you want. We're here every Wednesday talking about the same stuff. So, and we also have 51 other live streams that you're welcome to go watch that we've done similar to this. I'm here with a guy that has had 6 Sublocade shot, and he's doing 100% better than me. So, 6 Sublocade shot. When was his last shot, Caroline? Because I mean, I wouldn't really compare you to what he's going through, because Sublocade, you can't just cut it off like you did with Suboxone, right? So I wouldn't try to compare yourself or keep up with somebody who's taking Sublocade, because it's not like you could just pull that shit right out like you did with Suboxone, right? You just stop taking it altogether. Justin, what's up? Justin says, what's up, Kev? Made it to day 11 as of 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time today. Still going strong. Awesome, dude. Awesome. Day 11 for Justin. I wish FMD was here. So let's go ahead and give Justin something that I was going to show Dan. Remember, guys, how I said there's no trophy for coming off of Suboxone? I lied. Look in the chat right now. This is going to be for Justin and Caroline today. There is your trophy, babies. I don't know if it's actually going to show that or not, but it shows it on my computer. There are now Suboxone trophies for getting off, guys. I lied on the video that I made. I wish FMD was here to see that, because he's always talking about there ain't no trophy. There are now trophies that will be given out. If you just came off Suboxone, guys, let me know, and you will get a trophy on the live stream. Just working on trying to heal my gut health now, so my brain neurotransmitters work more efficiently. Yeah, it's so crazy, guys, how even just thinking about, like, if I have like a sugar day, right? Like, what we put in our bodies makes such a damn huge difference on how we're feeling. And damn, dude, even just sugar can really make me feel like ass, super ass. So if you guys are eating like junk food all day and candies and just not healthy foods, eating pizza all day, switch it up. Try putting some good food in your body, and man, it will take you a long way, guys. I'm not saying it's like a miracle, but it's kind of a miracle. If you can stay on a good, strict, healthy diet for a prolonged amount of time, it will change your life, guys. I promise you. Functional alcoholism is the scariest. Yeah, Scott. Yeah, it's crazy because I mean, like I was saying earlier, I have a lot of family. That's something that kind of trips me out about alcoholism, guys. Is that I have a lot of people that I know who are super successful, but they're full blown alcoholics, right? That kind of trips me out in a way. You know what I mean? Like, it's very interesting to think that some people could be heavy drinkers and be super, super successful. It just goes to show you that we all really are super different, and every situation is different. Caroline, are there monkeys where you're at? Good to see you in here, Justin. Monkeys in all the trees in the morning. She was serious. My dad is an alcoholic, never had health issues over it, but turned into a different person when drunk. Super abusive. Oh, yeah. See, it's one thing to be a full-blown alcoholic, but it's a totally separate thing if you're the kind of person that turns into like a devil when you start getting drunk. That's how my brother was, guys. Like, I could literally see him. Like, I would see him at my sister's for like a family, and I hate to feel like I'm talking crap to my own family member here, but it's the truth, right? Like, I would see him, and he was always such a different person, such a sweet, caring, loving dude that would, as they always say, give you the shirt off of his back when he was sober. But as soon as he starts drinking the alcohol, guys, I could see he's a different fucking person. And that's so scary to think about, right? Not everybody gets that way. And it's just like you could see this weird numbness just comes over him, and he'll just start saying the meanest, coldest shit. And I'm like, who are you? And where did my brother go that was just here an hour ago, right? Before you started chugging him back. It sucks when people get like that and super, especially like physically abusive. Oh, dude, come on, that sucks. That really sucks when people get like that. It's like, dude, people are supposed to like enjoy alcohol and be chill and kick back, right? Like, why get all mean, mad, and abusive? Probably because they hate themselves. They probably hate their lives, and so that reflects and goes off to how they're treating other people, right? It's like if you're the kind of person that is an abusive drunk, then you obviously hate yourself and you hate your life. At least that's how I look at it. Yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna upload. I'm gonna figure it out. Yeah, you'll do it, Caroline. Once you figure it out, it's pretty easy. Kyle says, thanks for what you do on this channel and everyone in the chat. I've crossed your path in the past. Live every Wednesday, question mark? Yes, Kyle. We're here every Wednesday at the same time, and we're usually on for at least 2 hours as long as the conversation keeps going. We've got 18 people in here right now hanging out with us, guys. We've got 13 likes on the video. If you haven't yet, please smash that like button, guys, so we can have other people find this channel and find this information. If you know somebody that could benefit from having a group like this that we chat and hang out with every week, please share this with them. And if you think somebody could find value in what we talk about here, guys, even if it's just to have somebody that they're not sitting there alone with, miserable in the dark and hating their lives, it can still be helpful to just hang out with like-minded people, right, who have shared similar struggles with in the past. So it's always good to see new faces in here, guys, and I appreciate you guys coming on here and sharing. It's not like we're going on Instagram and you know, throwing some selfies up. We're here talking about the shittiest parts of our lives here, and it is, you know, people are being vulnerable here on this channel. But just know that you're in a safe space here, guys. I won't ever let anybody like talk shit to you or disrespect anybody. This is like a safe space for you guys to come chat every week, okay? So just know that we'll be here for you guys. And Kyle, you're welcome. Thank you for enjoying this channel that we've got here. Scott says, keep coming back. Justin says, what's up, Kev? Oh, I already read that. So I'm kind of, looks like I'm bouncing around the comments a little bit here. I'm here with a guy who had, okay, different. Mikey says, my cousins were bullies. I never drank because I told them to wake up in the morning and throwing up if I got a phobia to throwing up. So Mikey's worried about throwing up from the hangovers. Oh, dude, I hate throwing up, man. Oh. Let's see. Sometimes it helps me to just focus on today. That's a great point, Tara. Not always I plan for things, laugh out loud, but when it gets hard, one day at a time, it seems to help me. Yeah, and that's a very like simple, basic statement, but it really can help people out, right? Because we can get so overwhelmed with the entirety of our situations. We want to be sober right now. You know what I mean? Kind of going back to what I was talking about a little bit ago, like life goes fast, right? So yes, we need to have some urgency with our situations, but also really just try to be a little bit better each and every day, guys. Even if it's just a tiny bit better than you were yesterday. You guys know how it goes. That shit momentum, you gain that momentum and it really starts to add up fast. And before you know it, 6, 12 months later, you're a totally different person, right, guys? I like that because I've totally done that to myself, Tara, a lot of times in my life. I'll just be like, damn it, I'm so far behind. Especially like if I if I log on to Facebook one day, and I don't ever do that unless I'm selling a car or something, right? And I can't even be bothered trying to get on Instagram. I don't even have Instagram. But like looking at other people and where they're at, it's like, dang, dude, sometimes you can really freak yourself out. I'm like, dude, I'm like, my life is kind of on pause in a lot of ways right now, right? And it can be scary to look at that kind of stuff sometimes, and you really could get down on yourself. But like at the end of the day, like I'm on my own mission, I'm on my own level. We're all on our own level, right, guys? So try not to compare your life with what other people are going through because it's different for all of us. One day at a time, though, just like Tara said. So Mikey says, after the 4th month mark, I'll get my 3rd ketamine infusion. So how do you like the ketamine stuff, Mikey? How do you feel after it? I'm sorry, Kevin. Both my uncle and godfather took their lives with a gun as well. Yeah, man. Oh, yeah. I've lost quite a few people to that same thing. My poor cousin, man. 21 years old, just went through his first breakup, and you guys know how it is. Like when you go through your first breakup, it feels like the world's about to end, right? I'll never forget that feeling, like not being able to eat because you're so depressed. You feel like the world's just about to end, and he took a shotgun, guys, to his head over that, and that's just really freaking sad. Sorry to hear about your dad. Yeah, I actually went up to the cemetery, was it Monday? Yeah, Monday, and visited my dad, my grandma, my great grandma, and then also one of my best friends, his sister died from AIDS, and also her husband got AIDS from, or one of them gave it to each other, and they both died within like 2 months. Guys, super sad stuff. They had 3 kids, 3 young kids. And I'm just like, what? AIDS in Utah? Like right here in our neighborhood? That's so scary. So I went and visited all those guys at the cemetery the other day. It was so pretty up there. There were so many people just hanging out at people's graves and just flowers everywhere. It was a really beautiful day. Rode my motorcycle up there. My dad would have liked that. Caroline, that sounds amazing. Are you journaling? That's journaling or vlogging or both. That's definitely something I think Caroline hopefully is doing up there, because that's a life changing, majorly life changing experience that she's going through right now. So I would get as much of that down on paper or video or both as she can. Just video documenting. How are you sleeping, Caroline? Another thing I was going to ask you, Caroline, are you having any RLS, or is the ibogaine stuff just taking care of all that kind of stuff? I'm really curious how that's going. Oh, is FMD in here now? FMD, if you're here, just hang out for a sec. I got something to show you. I've been waiting for you to hop on. Sorry guys, I'm like off in the comments. On this computer that I'm reading from, I'm behind in the comments, and this is the live comments. So if you ever see me over here looking at you, that's the live comments. Otherwise, if I'm looking forward, I'm trying to catch up in the comments. Does your energy come back up once your body gets used to Suboxone? So Sansevina? Sorry, I don't know how to say your name. Does your energy come back up once your body gets used to Suboxone? That's funny that you say that, because a lot of people get a lot of energy from Suboxone, but it sounds like maybe Sansana. I'm sorry, I don't know how to say your name. Sounds like that person gets calmed and relaxed like I did from Suboxone. Like it was more like a Xanax feeling for me whenever I took Suboxone. I never got that super energy that a lot of people get from Suboxone. So, did you recently transition to Suboxone? It sounds like, and if so, what is your dose? Because the dose can really have a lot to do with feeling over medicated on Suboxone, especially if you're new to it. You might just be on too high of a dose, or you might be on too low of a dose, really, because it can go either way, guys, right? It's really all about dialing in the dose and finding what works for your body. Every day I start feeling stronger and better, but then it's time for another flood dose. So that puts me out for 3 to 4 days because it F's your world up. Damn. Yeah, Caroline, please get as much of those thoughts and experiences onto video as you can, because I know that stuff's not easy to describe. So if you can describe it in your own way, I'm really interested to see like what it is that you're going through, right? Like, because it sounds like it's pretty different experience that you're going through right now. So yes, please try to get as many videos as you can about your experience, and I would love to tell people about your channel on here as well. So Caroline has a channel. Hopefully she's going to start uploading videos. You can just click right here on her name, and it should link you to her channel, I'm pretty sure. Others struggle with energy the entire time. My emotions come and go. It's like pulling a rubber band back and watching it go up and down until we normal out. If you can get GABA, that has made my detox so much manageable. GABA has its own host of problems. Definitely not for everyone. Yeah, I seen how much Luke was recently struggling with the GABA, but he used GABA to get off of, it was benzos, right, guys? I think he was on Klonopin or something like that. And he says that it like totally screwed him over. So just be really careful if you guys are doing the GABA. Try to get off of it as soon as you can. And try to take as low of a dose as you can. I know that the doses kind of go higher on that stuff. I don't have any experience with GABA, so I can't really give you guys what I went through with it. I just know like what I've heard from other people. Just be careful with it. I took it for 10 nights and it was a game changer on my end. Okay, so it sounds like Justin only used it for 10 nights. So yeah, that's kind of I think the way to use GABA if you're gonna use it. Like get in and get out as quick as you can type of thing. Oh, okay, so I think maybe I misunderstood Caroline. So let's see. So she's been there for 8 days, but she's staying for 21, I think is what's going on. Okay, so yeah, so she hasn't taken any Suboxone since she got there. So yeah, awesome stuff. Are you on subs? What's your dose? Caroline, I saw a documentary. Oh my gosh, I'm getting behind again. Sorry guys, hang in there. I'll get caught up. Wow, yes, I'm behind. Hey, Jill, good to see you. I enjoyed speaking with you yesterday on the clarity.fm. I'm a polysubstance abuser, offset the Suboxone. I also got an Adderall, but then they cut Adderall off, and so I went to Ventramine, which is the same kind of amphetamine just for diet. Just off topic, guys, have you guys heard in your area that they're having like a shortage of Suboxone or Bupe? I've recently heard that from a few different people. Have you guys heard that as well? My toughest days were 8. Let's see. My toughest day was day 8, 9, and 10 were much better. So San says, I'm 2 weeks in at 4 milligrams a day. And I appreciate you guys, since I'm so far behind the comments, I appreciate you guys helping people through, like Deb was talking to San and Kenny was talking to San. You guys, please feel free to speak whatever you can to help whoever is struggling in the comments, because likely I'm 10, 15 minutes behind in the chat. So thank you guys for helping them. You guys all probably already know what I'm going to say anyway, but definitely put your own information and experience in it. It doesn't have to just be what I would say, guys. Please feel free to help people however you guys can. Even if you're eating healthy, your gut biome can be off. Sorry guys, I can't read today. I'm taking a test soon that will tell exactly what my microbiome is and how to fix it. I think prolonged opioid use really messed it. Yeah, so I've heard a lot of people talk about how they've had gut issues for so long after opioids, guys. And Marky Rizzo coming through here with a $5 cash app. Baby. I'm surprised my internet's actually working a lot better today. He says, yeah, buddy. Lightweight, baby. Shout out to Marky Rizzo hooking it up with a $5 cash app. Baby. I appreciate you, brother. Good to see you in here, my friend. Sounds like FMD's in the house. I'm just waiting to scroll down to his comment. Let's see here. Shout out to you, Marky Rizzo, hooking it up. Where did it go? He was also doing a lot of Fetty with his Sublocade. Whoa, yeah, that's scary. That's a scary scenario to be doing that. I've seen some people say that on Reddit, that they're on Sublocade and they're doing the big F word, and they're all really scared, like what's going to happen now, because they don't really know. Like, that's a scary position to be in, right, guys? Because at least if you're bouncing back with Suboxone and the F word, right, at least you can kind of understand like what might happen. But when you're on Sublocade, a lot of people don't really know what to expect or what could happen. That's scary to think about that. What did you come off? I wonder if your dose is too high or too low. Yeah, so I agree with what Deb. I agree with the trail Deb is on to that. I'm 2 weeks on Subutex, taking 4 milligrams a day. Doctors recommend 8 to 10 milligrams, which I thought was crazy since I'm trying to get off. Yeah, a lot of the dose for San is going to depend on what you came from and how high of a dose you were on, right? I agree, but my heart is so grateful to be able to feel again, and everything's like a new experience in my eyes. I can see better, hear better, and I look better. That's awesome, Caroline. Yeah, you got a lot to be proud of. So thanks for sharing with us your experience of what you're going through. I'm happy that you're able to come on here as you're in that experience right now. You know what I mean? Because other people are going to hear what you're going through, and they're going to, it might be something that they can do as well. I'm excited to see your videos talking about what you're going through. So please make a lot of them. I was on Norcos for 5 years, 10 pills a day. Total of 10 pills a day. So how many milligrams a day was that, Sam? Were you taking like 10s or 5s or what? Mikey says gabapentin helps with my bipolar 1. So I don't know much about bipolar stuff, so I don't want to say anything about that. But it sounds like it's helping Mikey out for his bipolar. Hey Joe, yogurt ain't my jam. I take quality probiotic, but if there's deeper issues that need to be straightened out, Carolina free. There's a chef. So they've got a chef out there cooking for Caroline. Fruit, fish, vegetables. Damn, that sounds kind of good. I haven't had fish for so long. I'm at work, so I'm going to have to go. As bad as I hate to, KG says, what's the name of Nicole's channel? I've never found her before. I know Kimmy knows. Kimmy, could you tell her what the new name of Nicole's channel is? It was, what was it? She's changed it a few times since she restarted it. I don't know what it is now. I think it's something about tea. What's up, Brands Recovery? Thanks for the $20 cash out last week, brother. Good to see you in here, man. Oh, there's FMD right there. So FMD, I got something for you, buddy. Remember how there's no trophy for getting off Suboxone? I lied. Check it out here in the comment section right now. Hopefully that actually posts on your guys' screen. So we now have a trophy that we're going to hand out to people who get off Suboxone. We're going to do it on the live stream. I just posted a picture of it. I just found it today. There are now trophies. Remember, guys, I made that video that said no trophy for getting off Suboxone, saying that, you know, our family's not going to show up with a trophy and, you know, do all that stuff every time we get off Suboxone. Anytime anybody gets off Suboxone. But now we're going to give you guys trophies here on the chat. FMD, congratulations on 1 year off of Fent. So that was awesome to see. I was actually waiting for your live stream on Friday, but I guess you didn't do a Friday live stream. So I know we did I hopped on Thursday towards the end of it and was able to kind of chat with you guys for a little bit. FMD just passed his first year being clean and off of fentanyl. So shout out to him. And he's also tapering down to a low dose of Suboxone. So he's a good man, good man. If you guys didn't know, FMD and I are cousins. Surprise. Let's see. Jill. Hey, Dan. That's good. What's up, Brandon, Jill, Kevin? Justin, I know this may be personal, but does it not feel like you're radiating, like pulsing, like, I don't know. It's got me on a whole another S level. That's the actual level. Sorry, I'm not really sure what words I can and can't say here on YouTube. I know it's kind of, YouTube's kind of paranoid about saying stuff like that. She says pulsing though. I know for me, guys, whenever I got off of Suboxone, like I was extremely sensitive. That's the best word I can use. Very sensitive, like in the early parts of getting off Suboxone. Things would, I guess, finish much faster. Very sensitive and very like so much more energized when it comes to finishing stuff. You guys know what I'm trying to say here, right? Just like, like shocking my body almost felt like that. Hopefully you guys understand what I'm trying to say without saying it. This is PG-13 channel here, Kev. Come on. Dan, I was laughing at the video that you did with the lady that couldn't pronounce Suboxone. What kind of bike do you have, Kev? So I have a 2020 R1. If you want to see my bike, you can go in the description box of all my videos. There's a link to my other YouTube channel. I have a lot of videos about my motorcycle on that other channel. and car stuff as well on that channel. If you guys are bored, feel free to go check it out. Just a quick side note, if you go to that channel, I don't ever talk about anything related to addiction over there. I won't respond to any comments about addiction over there. That channel is totally separate from this channel, okay, guys? But if you want to see me do a big ass wheelie down the freeway, you can go do so on that channel. I'm kind of a crazy man, or at least I used to be. I've calmed down a lot because the police. Did you guys hear about what happened in Utah like a week or two ago? I heard this was like on national news. The Utah Highway Patrol was trying to find this motorcycle who fled them. He outran the damn helicopter. And it was Utah's top story, guys. They were posting pictures of him. They were like, if you know who this man is. And he was on a BMW S1000RR, and that bike does like 200 miles an hour. And he lost the damn police helicopter. And it was all over Reddit. It was all over TikTok, like all over the news. And I talked to a lot of the local bikers, and they're literally reaching out to anybody who has registered a BMW S1000RR and like interrogating them. Like, dude, what kind of shit is that? Over somebody's doing a speeding ticket? Like, they're using our tax dollars for that? Come on, Utah. You gotta get your shit together. Dude, I see people on YouTube doing like 200 miles an hour in between cars for like 20 minutes straight. And they're sitting there just making YouTube videos and going on with their life and no trouble at all. Yet somebody here in Utah takes off from an attempted stop and it's national headline news. Like, what? What are you talking about? Sometimes I don't see how some people, like, there's some people that do some crazy stuff on YouTube with motorcycles. And I'm like, you got freaking sack posting that, dude. Like, they'll show themselves running from police and like they post it on YouTube. I'm like, dude, that's crazy. I would be so paranoid. Reacting to goofy content on YouTube. I even watch more videos to laugh. The stethoscope is always on the dock. Thanks, bro. Yeah, my bad. This Friday we were live. Oh yeah, so you didn't go. I think is it Phil that's going to be on your channel this Friday, Dan? So 1 year on subs also. So Kimmy just posted a link to Nicole's new channel. If you guys want to go check it out, Kimmy just posted a link to that. I know she's trying to rebuild her following since her channel got deleted. Brandon says, I got 300 milligram shot this last shot. Isn't that what you got the first time too, Brandon? How are you feeling, dude? Oh, the trophy thing did post on here anyway. I don't think it posted on here. Sorry, guys, I'm pretty far behind the comments. I'll get caught up, though, okay? Just chill out with me. Chill out. Be patient with me, guys. Oh, Luke's up in here. What's up, Luke? Says, I still have memory issues off of 1 year of Klonopin. Yeah, I remember hearing you talking about that on one of your recent videos. So, Luke, did you say that you're in sober living now or something like that? Like, how does that work? I've never even looked into that. I'm really curious about your current living situation, Luke, and like what you're going through. I haven't had a lot of time to check out your videos. I don't know if you're making a lot of videos lately or not, but hopefully you're doing all right, my friend. Xanax can really F you up. My mom got off Xanax over 30 years, so much brain damage. Holy crap, 30 years? God, could you imagine how hard that would be to break that after 30 years, guys? I've made tons of videos, Caroline says, but they're raw, and sometimes I think I come across as being a complainer. and that when I look at things, it could be so much worse. I mean, if it's what you're going through, then that's what's real, right, Caroline? So I wouldn't worry about that. You know what I mean? You got the rest of your life to make happy, upbeat videos. You're going through some serious changes right now, so I wouldn't worry about that. I prefer to listen to music, focus on breathing when times get tough. Nights are the worst for me, but I jumped. That's okay. So Justin jumped under 1 milligram, so he tapered down pretty low. Caroline says, I think I uploaded one. So she's trying to get some videos up on her channel. Considering paying for a Final Cut Pro because I want to make quality videos, but I'm kind of an idiot about that stuff. Oh my gosh, Kimmy, yeah, you're telling me this stuff, for people who aren't very computer savvy, like this stuff can be pretty damn hard to figure out. Very hard to figure out for me. Like when I see Luke making videos, he's got all his shit all fancied up. I'm like, how the hell you do all that stuff? Very jealous of you. This guy used to call me a whippersnapper because I had a computer tuning my car at the racetrack. He's like, you whippersnappers these days got all these fancy computers. Shout out to Jeremy hooking it up for a $10 cash app in here, baby. I really appreciate that. And that's Jerem 1979 up in here. I really appreciate you, my friend. He doesn't have a comment on here, but I appreciate you hooking it up in here, buddy, and being consistent in here as well. So shout out to you, my brother. Jeremy G, hooking it up. Let's see, guys. Sorry I'm so far behind in the comments. Hang tight with me. We still got plenty of time to go here. Please drop me some comments, questions. Smash that like button if you haven't yet, guys. Easy, where are you going, silly? When you get off of opiates, your test goes through the roof. Absolutely, yeah. I agree with Luke on that one, yep. It's so crazy, guys. Whenever I would taper down to like lower doses of Suboxone, it's like I could feel my testosterone was, just by how I looked, like I could tell that my testosterone was raising. You know what I mean? Like my body would be leaner and buffer looking. It's like, dang, obviously I could have like lowered my TRT dose at that point. So Tara says, I'm in Cali and I heard about the helicopter story. See, guys, like one person in Utah takes off from an attempted police stop, right? Because he was kind of hauling ass through the canyon. And it makes freaking national news. Like, how crazy is that, dude? And they still haven't found this dude yet. I know what's going to happen, though. If they keep pushing it and they put out like a reward, there's a select group of people, I think, that know who the guy is because it's a pretty like popular bike. And so I don't know who it is, but I know there's like a group down there, I think, that probably knows who it is. Ethan, back up in here. Good to see you, Ethan. It's been a while, my friend. Damn, 30 years. Damn, that's my whole life. Dan says, yep. You're definitely a whippersnapper. I can show you, brother. Yeah, weren't you using, I think I was listening to the last of your live stream today. Were you saying that you use OBS Studio? I think that's what Kingdom Within was telling me to use too. Man, dude, it looks so confusing how you have so much stuff going on with your channel. It really is impressive to do all that. Luke says, my mind ain't right. I haven't been making videos lately. That's all right, dude. Yeah, shit, dude. You'll make plenty of videos in the future, brother. Just get your mind right, dude. That's the most important thing, honestly. You know that. Are you coming back in here, little girl? Izzy? Did you guys just see my door open? She's not there. Izzy. Am I tripping, you guys, or did my door just open a little bit? I don't know if you guys can see behind me. I'm kind of blocking the door. Oh, okay, it's the wind. I was like, my door is moving back here. All right, back to some comments, guys. Sorry I'm so far behind. So I'm going to scroll down to the bottom of the comments right now, and then I'm going to scroll up as we go if it gets too slow. Because you guys know I hate dead air on here, so if I can avoid dead air, then that's my goal here on this channel, is to just avoid just sitting here with nothing to say. How old is your mommy, Kenny? Jill, she's 64. Have you heard anybody here of stem cells? I've been hearing some people. I think Ronnie Coleman was just talking about the stem cells for all his issues that he's been having, and I heard that he's been having some really good results with it. Stem cells for what specifically are you talking about, Ethan? Zach says, I heard about the police chase too, dude. In freaking Florida, they're hearing about this, all the way from Utah. Like, why? You know that stuff happens every day in other states. Why is it such a big deal because it happened in Utah? I don't understand that. Did you hear about it on the news, Zach, or where did you hear about that? That's so crazy to me that was such a huge story. I can't believe they haven't caught that dude yet. She's been off for 4 years and still having protracted withdrawal. Oh my God. She ever abused and wasn't addicted, just 0.25 milligram once a day. I think I'm a bit limited what I can do on YouTube without an actual computer. I just use my iPad. I mean, I've pretty much done everything, Kimmy, from my iPhone. The only thing that this computer that I'm looking at can even do really is I can just read the comments and comment. I definitely can't do any like reaction type videos. I even tried hooking the computer right up to the router, and this computer is so junky that it won't even do anything. So I've done everything that I've done so far on this channel from my iPhone. And that's an older iPhone that I'm recording on here too, guys. What the heck, Jeremy? You just sent another Cash App, baby. Did you mean to do that? It says Jeremy just sent two, so he sent two $10 Cash Apps. I think, did you mess something up, man? Do you need me to send that back? Shout out to Jeremy if he meant to do that. Coming through with another $10 Cash App, baby. Jeremy, are you in the comments? I don't see you in here, buddy. Where are you at? I'm scrolling up right now. Make sure I see you in here. Hopefully you meant to do that. If not, just let me know. I'll try to. I think that might be able to let me send that back. Sometimes I just want to make sure you guys don't do something on accident. Oh, he says, great show, bro. Thank you, Jeremy. I don't see you in here. Okay, so he says, yes, I meant it. Thank you. Jeremy come through with two $10 Cash App, babies. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Jeremy's been up in here a lot lately. He's been really consistent up in here, hanging out, chatting with us, guys. And damn, Anastasia coming through with the $10 super chat, baby. Good to see you in here, Anastasia. How are you doing? And you guys are freaking hooking it up in here today. Thank you, thank you, thank you, guys. What do they call it? Super chat squad coming through right there. Shout out to you guys, Anastasia. Thank you. It's good to see you in here. You guys showing some love up in here, baby. Ooh, baby. Thank you guys for showing some love in the super chat, Cash App, etc., etc. I appreciate you guys showing your love up in here. Oh my God, my back is killing me. We've been on here for an hour and 45 minutes, guys. I still got some time to go here. You know, my back starts hurting around now. So let's see. Ethan says for nerve damage and heart damage from injecting F on also I heard it repairs the brain if you IV drop of stem cells. Dude, I haven't heard about that. Yeah, that's interesting sounding. Thank you for bringing that up. Ethan, has the FDA approved for that? High functioning addict takes care of business, pays their bills, takes care of their family. Jill says. The baby thing is hilarious, Kevin. I laugh every time at that. Oh my gosh, yeah. I try not to wear it out because I know it could probably get pretty old if I say it too much. But it's my own little weird, quirky saying, I guess, on here. I remember sometimes one day somebody was like, "You really got to stop saying that." And then I listened to the video, like watched it on replay, and I was saying it way too much for a while there. I was saying it like once every 5 minutes. So I really try to kind of limit it now to like a super chat or a Cash App sponsorship. So hopefully I'm not wearing that out too much these days, guys. Let's see here. Damn, Jessica Jane coming through with a $10 super chat, baby. She says, hashtag we do recover. Praise God. Thank you, Jessica. It's good to see you hopping in here. I know you're always hanging out on Luke's channel. I always see you over there. And I see a lot of you guys, Tara, I see a lot of you guys on other recovery channels. And I love that, you know, there's so many of us who are just kind of spreading out and supporting other channels, right? It's a kind of a small group of people who make videos like this, right? So I appreciate seeing you guys, like seeing people on FMD's 1 year off fentanyl, like seeing a lot of people from this channel over there. I really enjoy seeing that. I see a lot of people from here on Luke's video and Nicole's videos. So it's really good to see that, you know, we kind of follow each other around and try to support each other where we can. I know obviously not everybody has. Hi, little girl. Oh, she's scared. Come here. Come here, baby. Hold on, guys. I know not everybody has unlimited time to sit on YouTube all day and watch every single one of our videos, but it's important to show our support to each other when we can here and there, right? So it's just good to see that the group is following each other around. It's okay. It's okay. She's a little scared here. It's okay, little buddy. You guys like her groom? Look how small she is now. My little buddy. My little buddy. Isabel. My little buddy. Oh, Kyle's still in here hanging out. He says, I got some videos up on trying to quit drinking, and I'm definitely talking about this experience in my next one. So it sounds like Kyle's got a channel, guys. If you guys want to go check him out, he's sharing his experience trying to quit drinking. So you guys know that I'm all about trying to connect people to the right channels and whatnot and bring other people to support you guys. So if you have a channel, if you need some people to come show you some support, just like I've always done here, guys, I try to always send people to other people's channel to help support them on their own journey, right, guys? So if you can make a channel sharing your experience and your struggles, do it, guys. Sounds like we got a pretty bad storm moving in right now. That's why she's all scared. Have you looked into loan forgiveness programs lately? It might help you, Kimmy. Let's see, what did Kimmy say? Going to college is one of my biggest regrets, laugh out loud. I've heard a lot of people say that, Kimmy. I'll be paying it back forever and make more money working outside of my degree. I've heard a lot of people say similar stuff. I always hated school. I hated all the school years. So thankfully I never went to college because my OCD or my ADHD, like I can't focus on crap like that. Unless it's something that I'm really interested in, it won't stick in my brain and I won't remember it. I was looking into it. If you have the money and do the right one, it can help a lot. It can help with a lot of things and can have success. I think, isn't there some insurances that would cover that for that, Ethan? Shout out to you guys coming through the super chats today. I appreciate you and the Cash App as well, guys. You guys are killing it up in here today. Thank you, guys. How are you doing, Jessica? And also, Anastasia, any updates on you at all with anything? No, insurance will cover this. I wish. Oh, no insurance will cover this. Okay. So maybe in the future, you think, or no? It's okay. It's okay. Fox Bat says, thanks, Jill. This channel has really inspired me to make the jump. Did I miss a comment from Fox? Let's see. Okay, so earlier Fox says, in 1 week it will be 1 month since my last 100 milligram shot. I'm not going to take any more shots. I will keep you updated on how it goes. I just took 2 100 milligram shots. Sweet, awesome. 1 week it will be 1 month. Sweet, yes. Please keep us in the loop, Fox Bat. And thanks for sharing that with us here too, because there are a lot of people who are interested in just doing 1 or 2 shots of Sublocade and just moving on. Oh, that just reminded me, guys. There's who was it? One of my older subscribers did 1 Sublocade shot of 100 milligrams, and he just made it. I think he was on Kratom, if I remember right. I can't remember, as I'm a little rusty on that situation because I haven't seen that person for a while. But I've seen them on Reddit, and they just passed like 6 or 8 months after just taking 1 100 milligram shot, and pretty cool stuff. So I would like to have them on the channel sometime to share what that was like and what their experience was like in doing that, because there are some people that want to just do 1 shot and be done. That's good, Kimmy. It sucks about the loans, though. Yeah, somebody was saying they're doing. I'm not sure if you've heard of this or not, Kimmy. You probably have, but they are doing some kind of loan forgiveness or something with. I think the government is doing that. The lawsuit is over and they can't even forgive that 10K. Oh, there was a lawsuit about that? I didn't know it was a lawsuit. I thought it was something else. Jessica says, I'm doing great, Kevin. Better than ever. Super grateful to be an active mother to my 3 sons. Aw, Jessica, that makes me happy to see that. And I know that you stay really active here on YouTube and the recovery channels as well. So, as I kind of mentioned a little bit ago, it's good to hear that things are going well for you, Jessica. And I appreciate you following this channel for so long too. You've been a subscriber to this channel for a really long time. Yeah, Kevin, only 10K off the 90. Oh, so they did take some off of it for you, or no? 90K, Kimmy? What the hell? Weren't you gonna? What was it? You're gonna be a doctor or something? I can't remember. Did you tell us what it was? What you're doing? Sorry, baby. Lay down. It's okay. 90 grand? Oh my god. That's a lot of money. I always felt like something was so wrong with me, guys, when I was in school, because I was always like, I could never get above a 2.0 grade average. I just never cared about school. All the way from like junior high. Speaking of school, guys. So when I had my car dealership, I mostly sold Corvettes, and I sold a Corvette to my 5th grade teacher back in 2020, and he recently hit me up and he's like, hey, do you want to buy this car back? So I bought it back from him, and I've been working on it. That's where I got all these damn cuts from. Working on the damn fuel tank last night. Ugh. So I bought this Corvette back from him, and I've been fixing it back up. So I've been getting back to work, as you guys know that I'm a car guy, right? So I've been getting back to work. So if I'm not as active on YouTube and responding to every single comment on the replay crew, just know, guys, that I'm being busy and I'm getting back to work in the garage, so to speak. As far as obviously I'm going to keep going with the content and obviously keep going with the Wednesday live streams. I'm really hoping that if I open another business in the future, if I do my own business, then I could obviously adjust and keep the Wednesday live stream. I was noticing something. It said that I have been a mechanic most of my life, Jeremy, yes. I used to work at a race shop. We used to build race cars. Are you a mechanic, Jeremy? What was I going to say, guys? Oh, I was looking at a thing that shows when most of the subscribers are on YouTube, and it says most of you guys are on Sundays. What the heck? Because the whole reason I ever started doing the Wednesday live streams was because it said most of you guys were on Wednesday at this time. And that's why I chose to do the live streams on Wednesdays. But now it's showing that most of you are on Sunday. Can you guys tell me what day of the week you guys are mostly on YouTube? You guys could post, and on the replay crew, if you could let me know. Deb says, what year Corvette? So this one is a 98. So it's the C5 body style. You know, that real American look. It's a beauty. It's a beautifully supportive corner of the internet that you've made here, Kevin. I appreciate you. Oh, Jessica, you making me all blush over here, girl. That's really sweet, Jessica. Thank you. Kimmy says, just a BA in psych. No, they will once the lawsuit. See, I didn't know anything about the lawsuit. I thought it was just like a grant type of thing. I guess I never really looked into it too much, but I know that I was seeing something on the news about it. Thanks, Terry. It'll all work out. So when did you finish going to school, Kimmy? Like how long ago? Jeremy says no. Fox says I'm a heavy-duty mechanic. You a diesel mechanic, Fox? Not me, haha. Wednesday is my Saturday. So Wednesday works best for you, Kimmy? Do you think you'll ever do live streams on your channel, Kimmy? I used to have a C6 Z06. Oh, shit. I've had, how many of those? I've had a few of those too, Jerem. If you look at my other channel, I think there might, yeah, there is some videos. I actually have some videos of me racing a GTR in my C6 Z06. So I used to have a beautiful red Z06, C6. I had a supercharged C7 Stingray, the newer ones. Well, they were newer till the brand new ones just came out. I used to sell a lot of Corvettes because Corvettes were like my favorite car growing up. So that's mainly what I would try to sell. And you guys can see when I had my dealership, I showed you guys some of the cars that I had there. Again, that's on my other YouTube channel. I don't really post a lot of videos over there, but there are a lot of older videos of me racing cars at the racetrack, stuff like that. So just like a bunch of random videos on the other channel. If you're bored, go check it out. The replay crew, nice. I like that. Yeah, I understand not everybody can tune in here every Wednesday at the same time for the Wednesday live streams, but there's always the replay. You know, a lot of people just watch it on the replay, and that's cool. And another thing too, for the people on the replay crew, kind of a benefit of watching on the replay is sometimes I kind of talk slow or like I'm pausing between comments. You can listen to this, guys, on 2X, and it'll kind of sound like I'm talking normal, and then that'll save you a lot of time because, as you guys know, sometimes I go 3+ hours on these live streams, and not everybody wants to sit here and listen to my goofy ass talk for 3 hours straight. So if you listen to this on 2X or 1.5X, it's going to just top the time in half, really, to get the same information. I know I do that when I watch a lot of YouTube videos, especially if they're longer. I'll just put it on 1.5 or 2X and just kind of get through it a lot faster. Tuesday through Thursday for me, those are my days off. I work 10-hour shifts Friday through Monday. Fox says, I'd say so, still an apprentice. That's cool, man. Good stuff, buddy. Good stuff. Let's see. Graduated 10 years ago, Kimmy says. Deb says, yes, we love this community. Yeah, we love you, Deb. Yeah, I want to, but right now I'd just be sitting here talking to myself, Kevin. Not really, Kimmy. I mean, I've seen really small channels have, you know, 5, 10 people hopping on there and chatting with him. Then again, though, I don't want to like say that because I did see Dr. Chris Park do a live stream and there was like nobody on there. I think if you get, you know, a little bit of momentum and you keep doing the live streams, like a few weeks in a row, people will start to, a few weeks in a row, people will start to get to remember that and check into it, right? But like I seen Dr. Chris Park do one live stream only ever in his channel history, and he's got more subscribers than me. And I think there was like 1 or maybe 2 people on there. So I was like, if people don't know that you ever go live, they probably won't be watching for it. But if you go live sometime, Kimmy, and if you start doing it, just let us know, and I'll make sure everybody on this channel knows that you go live, and I guarantee we can get some people over there. I almost turned on a live stream earlier today when I was ghost hunting. What other YouTube channel? Jerem says. So it's in the description box. I have a link to my other YouTube channel. I think it's near the bottom of the description box of this video or any of my other videos. It's in there. Sundays are busy for me. I seem to only ever watch your Wednesdays, Tara says. Okay, so maybe Wednesdays are still the best day. I mean, because you guys remember I was doing Sunday live streams for, what did we do that for, like a month or two? And there was kind of a lot of people that showed up to that. I was really pretty surprised. Mikey says, anxiety started on graduation, 99 to 2000. After that, I wanted to go to college. It went downhill, having panic attacks for 3 hours. Every single day. That's why I had to take benzos. It was very bad, Big Kev. Dude, yeah, anxiety, panic attacks, stuff like that. That's scary stuff, guys. I've only had that happen a few times in my life. One of them was literally like 3 or 4 weeks ago when I thought I lost Izzy. That is so scary. If you have like a real panic, anxiety attack, whatever it's called, dude. Oh, I thought my heart was going to stop. It was so scary. So I feel for you guys if you guys struggle with that stuff on a frequent basis. That's, I don't like that at all. That's probably one of the scariest things I've ever been through, honestly. And it's weird because it's literally like your own body doing it off of thoughts that are coming through your brain. Good point with the 2X. I'm going to do that. Yeah, that'll save you a lot of time, Tara. And anybody else listening, I'll try to keep reminding you guys, especially for people in the replay crew. Just hit down I think it's in the settings section and playback speed. Just hit 2X and you'll get right through this video if you guys like listening to these long form videos. Otherwise, I have a lot of short form videos that I've chopped up and a lot of shorts videos as well. Mikey, my panic attacks used to be crippling. One day I just decided to refuse to continue living in fear. That's my next video topic. I still have anxiety, but it's just physical now. Mostly just palpitations. Okay, I got caught up in the comments, so I'm going to start scrolling up through the comments, the past comments now. Let's see. Fox says that would be great to have them on the channel. I want to say it was Cameron, if I can remember right. Cameron, if you see this on the replay, let me know if you're ready to come on the channel. I'm pretty sure that's who it was. I'd love to see their experience with the 100 milligram shot. Insurance doesn't like to cover treatments that heal, do they? That's a good point, Kimmy. That's a really good point. That's a damn good point right there. I waited until I was in my mid-20s to go to college. I got my BA in psychology. Dan says we're a cult. KG says, I have to go now. Love y'all. Looking forward to next week. All right, KG, thanks for hopping up in here today, checking in with us. And also, thank you for the $20 cash app, baby. Good to see you, KG. She's been up in here quite a bit lately, so I appreciate you and showing the love to the channel here, KG. Let us know how that goes with Dr. Chris Park when you, I think it's going to be in like 3 or 4 more weeks. I'm just kind of scrolling up through past comments now, guys. Kimmy says, one of my biggest motivators was watching my mom lose most functionality over her panic. I don't want that to be me. It's crazy how much we can learn from people who struggle with stuff like that, especially in our close circle, right? Sorry, I'm trying not to scroll up on that phone. It's probably annoying to see my big old thumb. Pew, pew, pew. Who want a thumb more, baby? That man took off and flew to Mars on that bike. Laugh out loud. He gone. Yeah, dude, that bike was cruising. What's funny in the news article too is that they said that he went over 100 miles an hour. No, trust me, it was more like 180, 190, 200. It wasn't no 100. I mean, I see people driving 100 miles an hour and they're Dodge Neon down the freeway, right? You think a bike's only going to go 100? A bike like that? Earlier, Kimmy had mentioned, I always considered myself a high-functioning addict, maintained full-time employment, and got a bachelor's degree during active addiction. I used to be that way, Kimmy. I used to be super, super freaking productive for many years in my active addiction. And then somewhere along the line, I really think, I don't know why it changed so much. Earlier, KG said, my brother-in-law drinks a 12-pack of Bud Light every night and more on the weekend. Damn. He still manages to bring home $80K a year as a mechanic, 8 to 5 job. I think he's a functioning alcoholic. He's 60. Yes. I think a lot of mechanics are do exactly that. In fact, the shop that I started working for when I was 17, he would do that. He would literally, I would go to the store when I was, oh wait, was I 21? How old was I when I worked for him? Okay, so when I was legally, obviously, to get the beer, he would send us to get him beer before we would close every night. He'd be back there drinking because he owned the shop, right? So he could kind of do whatever he wanted, but he just loved his beer. I think a lot of mechanics drink beer. Dan says, I just looked it up. The dude was suited up on the bike looking like a Power Ranger. Yeah, he had a full race suit, race boots, helmet, everything. I'm pretty sure he's like because there's a lot of track guys out here, so a lot of track guys will look like that and have their full-blown race suits. Those suits have airbags in them, dude. Freaking high-tech stuff. Oh, so here's an older comment that Tara said. Man, Tara always has some really good comments. Kevin, earlier you mentioned that you know a lot of successful functioning alcoholics. How do you define success? Just curious about your perspective. So basically what I meant by that, Tara, was financially successful, meaning beautiful, huge house full of nice, fancy gizmos and gadgets everywhere, nice luxury cars, obviously not somebody that's living broke, and struggling financially. That's kind of what I meant by that, Tara, as far as, and obviously success can mean something different to all of us. What I was talking about though, as far as that goes, was financially successful people. A lot of business owners. Izzy, I got your hair in my mouth, little buddy. All right, so that's probably it for the older comments. I think I got most of the comments. Oh, Justin earlier said, that's awesome, Kev. I got an Indian Chief and old 76 Goldwing. I'll have to check out your other channel. Damn, Caroline says, damn, I love an R1. I had a Gixxer 6. Did you really, Caroline? You're a rider? That's freaking awesome. I don't see that a lot. I've had a Gixxer 600 was actually my first bike. My first bike was, I had an old school 94 Gixxer 750, guys, back in the day. That thing was a tank. So freaking big. And then I had a '01 Gixxer 600. And man, that bike was pretty quick for a 600. But I've had a lot of R1s over the years. I recently just finally got my motorcycle license after riding bikes for 25 years. I finally, and I actually posted a video of me taking the test. That was my last video on my other channel, if you guys check it out. It was so damn easy to take that damn test. I could not believe it. Literally took me less than 5 minutes to pass the driver's test. I was like, that was so freaking easy. All right, get back down to the newer comments here. Where are we at here? Where are y'all at? Me too, Kimmy. Okay, right there. So that's something I was recently talking with Jill about. Why do people spit out Suboxone? And see, the only time I've really ever heard of anybody even mention that was on Nicole's channel. That's why I made that post today, to ask you guys if you spit your Suboxone or if you swallow it after it absorbs, right? So if you guys haven't seen that, maybe if you guys can post here in the live chat or even on the replay crew, do you like to spit your Suboxone out after you absorb it under your tongue, or do you swallow it? Kimmy says, reduces side effects for some, Luke. Yes, and that's exactly what I've heard as well. I know Nicole kind of always said that for people, if they get migraines, they can try spitting it out. If they get migraines after their Suboxone, they can spit it out, and then that should help. But for me, whenever I was on Suboxone, I never did that. I always just swallowed it. It's just probably the addict thinking in me, but I've never... If you guys could maybe, who have tried it both ways, if you could let us know if you noticed, like if it works better or doesn't work as good, maybe. Hold on a sec, guys. What is this? And Mama Deb just sent a $10 Cash App, baby. She says, I love you guys. Thank you, Mama Deb, hooking it up in here with the $10 Cash App. For some reason, it's like telling me to accept that. I haven't seen that on here before. Mama Deb dropping some love in here, guys. Shout out to you, Mama Deb. I thank you for being here, as always. Here we are at almost 2.5 hours. We've been chilling out on here, guys. I appreciate you guys showing me the love, showing the channel the love here lately. I really do appreciate each and every one of you guys. Thank you. Izzy's looking at me like I'm crazy. Are you okay? Come here, baby. Come here. Daddy's losing his voice. I know. It's okay. She's scared. I need to put a jacket on her. I don't think she's cold. It's like kind of hot in here. You want to sit up here on the table? There you go, baby. There you go. Lots of mechanics drink beer, Fox says. Let's see. So Jill says, no reason to swallow it. It doesn't work like that. So yeah, I think what Jill means is, hold on a sec, guys. So definitely don't just take your Suboxone and swallow it right away. Remember, guys, that it needs to be absorbed under the tongue or in the cheek or however you guys like to do it. It doesn't really get into our body by just taking it and swallowing it, right? It would barely, I think the bioavailability of doing that is very, very low. It's already pretty dang low taking it under the tongue as it is. Oh my gosh, my voice is starting to go out. But it's just interesting to see that according to the little post thing that I recently did, some people were saying that they do spit it out. So I thought that was a very rare thing to hear of people doing that, but maybe it's not. I mean, you could try it, Luke, and see if you notice any difference with anything. I think it's gonna be different for everybody as far as like what they would notice. It's something you could almost kind of maybe try maybe for a couple days and see what changes or what doesn't change, and then kind of reach out back to us. When my dad was drinking during my childhood, he got really abusive. I swear he doesn't even remember it though. It's like he blocks it out. Anastasia says, huh, my comments aren't showing up. I'm seeing your comments, Anastasia. I'm just kind of scrolling around right now through the comments. Looks like you guys have been posting a lot of comments real quick here, so I'll get caught up in just a moment. Somebody said I should make a t-shirt that says, I'm trying to get caught up in the comments, guys, because you guys know how often I say that on this channel. I think he means spit the strip dissolves. Am I wrong, Luke? Yeah, that's what I was talking about. I never spit. It didn't make any difference for me, Kimmy says. Yeah, that's what I've heard too, Kimmy. So if you're getting headaches or nauseous from your dose, then you could try spitting it out, or you could try lowering your dose too. That's another way to do it, and it might help that get better. So it's just kind of like a try it and see how it works type of thing, right, guys? And remember, guys, nothing on this channel is medical advice. We're just sharing what's worked for some and what hasn't worked for others. Fox says, I thought you were supposed to swallow. I'm pretty sure the instructions tell you to swallow it, if I can remember right. Dan, you still got that big ass instruction pamphlet? Could you pull that out and let us know what the instructions say? You can, Fox. I always did. Yeah, I always just swallowed it. By the way, 2 great channels I recommend outside of here: Grapefruit Sandwich and Seeking Freedom. Yeah, I made a channel recommending, or I made a video like a year or 2 ago, and I think I linked those videos in that channel, if I can remember right. Reed has been texting me every other day or so. Yeah, I was hoping to get Reed here for an update, or hopefully have him make an update video on his channel. But I haven't seen him make any videos, but I have seen him posting in other channel creators like this comment section. So good to see him sticking around, hanging out here, chatting, and just kind of, I seen him asking Kimmy about something that she talked about on her live stream with me. It's just byproduct anyway, so it doesn't really matter, Kimmy says. Can't believe I could have spit out that nasty tasting saliva this whole time. Too late now since I'm on Sublocade. Ha! My brother-in-law is a massive alcoholic, and he would drink sweet liquor and chase it down with beer. Ooh. Every time he visits me and jokes, always respect me, but starts hanging with those. He starts hanging with those? Anastasia says, update, I have dosed 0.1 since jumping at 0.125 on 520. I've dosed once. So only 1 dose since you came off, Anastasia? That's great. How are you feeling with everything? Thanks for the update on that. I'd like to hear how you guys are doing, especially. And let me go ahead and give you something here, Anastasia, if you didn't see earlier. Remember how I made the video talking about nobody gets a trophy for coming off Suboxone? Well, that was a lie. Your trophy is there in the comment section right now. Congratulations, Anastasia. Yeah, I mean, 1 tiny little dose. So you've now been off for what, 10, 11 days? How are you feeling? I think we jump within 24 hours. Yeah, so Justin and Anastasia are like right there at the same amount of time off. And then also Caroline as well is right there. So those three have kind of recently just gotten off of Suboxone. I've been good during the day, but nights have been hard. And I remember that so clearly. It's like I always refer to it as like waves coming and going, right, guys? Like you can get that, what do we refer to it as? Not the honeymoon phase, the pink cloud, right? Like we'll have like a few hours that we're like, oh my God, like I'm through it, I'm great, everything's good. And then like nighttime comes, right? And like maybe you get RLS, or maybe you have hardcore insomnia and you can't sleep and you're like, all right, maybe I'm not out yet. So just ride those waves as they come in, and just don't like get down on yourself. You know, if you get the good wave and then a bad wave comes later that day or the next day or something, just know that it's just part of the healing process, and be patient with yourself. And just know that you've come 10 days. So really you don't want to reset that and go back and have to start this stuff all over again, right? It should get a little bit easier each day, hopefully, at this point. Mikey says without alcohol, he wouldn't talk to me. He always had to have booze. Yeah, I did have a lot of like friends that were always that way. Like whenever it was a hangout, it's like alcohol was almost mandatory, right? And I was just always there with like my water bottle. Sometimes it felt kind of weird being around a lot of friends. Like I almost felt, and family too, like I almost feel sometimes like for example, guys, my mom texted me on Mother's Day. We were going to meet at my sister's house, and she's like, is it okay if I have a few beers? I was like, why are you asking me? It's Mother's Day. You don't have to ask me if you can drink. And she's like, it's been a hard day. And I was like, oh, you don't got to ask me, Mom, but I just feel bad seeing her like drinking a bunch of beers and stuff, right? Because I know it's probably a daily occurrence. But I mean, obviously on Mother's Day, I'm not going to, I would never tell my mom she can't drink. She's an adult, but I don't know. I just want the best for her, obviously. Paisley, what's up? Good to see you on a live stream. Paisley says, God, I hope so. Blah, a month with a migraine would suck. Laugh out loud. I was stoked when I woke up and didn't have to dose today. I was actually on 2 8s a day, so I was worried that it wouldn't be enough for me. Did you comment before that, Paisley? Oh, yeah, she did. Thank you for that, Fox. It makes sense. Let's see, Fox bait. I do get them sometimes. It came out of nowhere. Wondering if I'll just have to get used to the 300 milligrams. I might go straight to the 100 milligrams. So, wow, where did I miss all these comments? Let's see. Let me scroll up. Okay, so Paisley said, I've been kind of waiting for you to give us an update on you. Paisley says, hey there, I got my shot yesterday. Felt great today, all day. I didn't need any extra, but suddenly I have the worst migraine. Wondering if it's related. So Paisley, that's almost guaranteed. That's from your bup levels going up, right? Because the 300 milligram shot is it's a solid dose, and your blood levels are likely higher than they were when you were taking the 2 8 milligrams per day. So what will likely happen from here? So definitely, if you're feeling a migraine right now, Paisley, don't take any more, because you don't need any more if you're having a migraine. I almost guarantee you it's because your blood levels are higher than they were when you were on the 8 milligram dose. So that is the perfect time to rewire your brain to get out of the daily dosing, is when you're over medicated from higher doses, right? From somebody who recently started their Sublocade shot. So that's how I would look at it, Paisley. I would definitely not take any more if you're having a migraine. Make sure that you drink a lot of water, especially where you're so new into Sublocade and the transition. That should help. Really, I know this is kind of TMI, Paisley, but keep an eye on your constipation. That will really give you a good idea of kind of what's going on as far as how much bup is now in your blood versus where it was when you were taking the oral doses, right? If your constipation gets worse, which I'm guessing that it will here, like for the first week or so, that's because your blood level's higher, okay? So try to keep up on your constipation. Usually for me, it was like the worst the first week after. So I would just make sure I drink plenty of water, get exercise if you can, etc., etc. Just kind of stay up on that, and your body will adjust every day. It'll get a little bit better, a little bit better. I would guess probably in the next 2 or 3 days, you'll be totally cruising, smooth sailing. So just hang in there. The first few days are usually your body just adjusting to the new steady stream of bupe. Yeah, what Foxback said was exactly right. The shot peaks at 24 hours, so usually that's when it's the most intense. Yep, that's correct. So as far as switching right down to the 100 milligram shot next time, Paisley, I would just see how you feel during the month and maybe touch base with your doctor before they order your next shot. Or if your doctor is willing to do what mine did and adjust the dose before he puts it in you, that's also an option as well. That's kind of like the best case scenario, because I think generally speaking, they'll do one 300 milligram shot the first time, and then they'll also do 300 milligram for your second shot. So see how you feel within the next 2 or 3 weeks, and touch base with your doctor and kind of let him know, if in 2 or 3 weeks, if you feel like it's not enough, then you probably would want to go with the 300 for the second shot and then go down to 100. But if in 2 or 3 weeks you still feel like it's a little too strong, which I doubt you'll feel, but you might, right? You just kind of have to play it out and see how it goes, and then just kind of touch base with your doctor and let him know, he or she know how you're feeling, and just navigate it as you go. I like to adjust each shot as I came to the shot date, right? Like during that day, I would like, okay, how have I felt the last few days? Do I feel like I'm ready to lower the shot? Will my doctor let me push out the shot an extra week or two? Like there's, you want to kind of find out what options you have, what your doctor's cool with. Fox says, I was over medicated going from 4 milligrams to the 100 milligram shot. For 2 days, I was drowsy. I've heard others having headaches from being over medicated too. Yep. It will fade for sure. But like I said a little bit earlier, guys, that's the perfect time to get rid of your oral dosing or have somebody else hold on to them so they're just not so easily available for you. Because if you take more, that migraine is going to get worse. I almost guarantee you. No, you won't have a migraine for a month. I was stoked when I woke up and didn't have to dose today. I was actually on 2/8. Oh, I already read that. Sorry. Oh, KG's still in here. KG says, can I not give you 50 milligrams of the shot for people who've gotten to a lower dose? So I actually spoke with somebody who got 25 milligrams, and then they went back 2 days later for another 25 milligrams. So super customizable there with that person. It really just comes down to the doctor's comfortability with adjusting from the norm, so to speak, or going off label, as my doctor refers to it as. If they're not very familiar with the medication, they're likely not going to veer from very strict scheduling and dosing, right? But remember, guys, I made the video about Buvidal. They're coming this fall with many more doses, and they're also coming with weekly and monthly doses available. So, and there's much lower dosing coming available. So we have a lot more options as far as people who are on injectable buprenorphine. A lot more options, and cheaper options are coming soon, guys. So just hang tight if you're on the sidelines and this stuff interests you and you're struggling with tapering, right? I always found doxylamine succinate worked better for me in withdrawal to sleep. I think I heard you talking about that in one of your videos. What else? Is that I'm trying to think if that's what I'm thinking it was. Some doctors will. I think so too, Deb. He believes exactly like this channel does, which is wonderful. Thank you guys. I appreciate that. Yeah, thanks for letting us know how you're doing, Paisley. Keep us in the update with your situation as you smooth out. Hot Epsom bath as often as possible. Yeah, that definitely helped me when I jumped off Suboxone. I was in that damn bath every night before bed for like an hour, trying to get rid of the restless legs. So if you guys are going through Suboxone withdrawal, definitely, as Justin had just mentioned, the hot Epsom bath, do it before bed. And if you guys want to try those RLS tablets that I made a video about a few years ago, take some of those before getting in the bath. And so this is just going to really calm your body down, calm the RLS down, and then you can try to go hop into bed and sleep it off as long as you can, right? And then probably you'll wake up after a few hours of mediocre sleep if you're lucky. I'll never forget going through Suboxone withdrawal, man. It's so burned into my brain. So Fox says, better to be slightly over-medicated for a couple days than under-medicated, in my opinion. I agree with Fox for sure. I'm sure the migraine will be better by tomorrow. Yep, I bet you it will be. If not tomorrow, then maybe the next day. She could take something over the counter to help with the migraine for now. Just pound that water, though, for sure. The water will help. Try to sleep it off if you can, maybe. Looks like we've got 18 people still in here, guys. Please smash that like button if you haven't yet. Usually we get to over 30 likes before the video's over. We're only at 22, guys. So please, baby, if you haven't done so yet, smash that like button. I would appreciate you. Oh, yeah. Anastasia says, thanks, Kev. You and this crew has inspired me. Yeah, it's been cool to see. I remember you were not too long ago and you were pretty frustrated about things. So it's good to see that you made the jump, Anastasia, and that you're kicking that jump's booty 10 days in. I remember doing magnesium bath for RLS. It felt great for 10 minutes, but then the ache came right back. Another thing I was trying to do, guys, was like do a lot of stretches before bed, specifically in my legs. You could try that as well after, like, you know, magnesium bath or whatever type of healing stuff you put in the bath water. And then don't forget about those over-the-counter PM RLS tablets, guys. Remember that you likely have to take quite a few of those for that to actually work. I'll never forget when I did a hard leg day while being in Suboxone withdrawal. So I had, not only I had the RLS, but I had the leg pain from my leg day. Don't do leg day if you guys are fitness freaks and you're in Suboxone withdrawal. I suggest that you skip legs for a week or two until the RLS goes away. Learn from me. That was horrible. Kimmy says pause was harder for me than acute withdrawal. I was going to ask you, Deb, what's your thought on pause? Because it seemed like she hasn't really had any pause, if I can remember right from what she was saying. Deb, do you experience much with the pause that Kimmy's talking about? I want to say it sounds like, I thought Zach said he didn't experience that either. So I'm wondering if there's some kind of like for the people who have tapered down to like a speck of a speck, like maybe they're not going to have as bad pause, or maybe they don't have pause. So I'm just trying to kind of see if there's like a pattern between it, because I know Kimmy jumped around 0.5 milligram. The mental part of thinking, the mental part of thinking about taking a dose is what was hard last night, but I pushed right past it. I definitely don't feel like I need any extra bupe, which makes me happy. Yeah, so every day, Paisley, you probably heard me say this before, but every day that you don't take a dose will be that much easier for you to kind of get past not taking a dose, right? For me, it was like a week or two. If you have them available, you've probably heard me say this in the past. If you have them available, once you steady out on Sublocade, your brain is going to try to trick you into thinking that you need it for some reason. It's going to try to trick you into thinking that you're in withdrawal when you're really not. I remember Carrie said that a while back, and it's a great point. So I'm not sure if you have like a bunch of medication chilling there in your own control, Paisley, but now might be the perfect time to kind of set up some protections against being able to just reach into whatever you want, right? While you're a bit over medicated. Trust me, you'll be feeling like this in just a few days. You won't be feeling, the higher dose. And that's what we want, right? We want to feel normal and steady all day. We don't want to feel the highs and lows anymore. Kyle says, I'm feeling that inspiration too. Justin got to run. See you all next Wednesday. All right, Justin, good to see you in here, man. Keep pushing. Keep going, buddy. You're doing awesome. Good luck tonight with your, I think you said tonight's your last night with the GABA, or last night was. So let us know how that goes now that you're stopping the GABA, my friend. Luke says, Kevin, your lives are really great, man. Thanks, Luke. I appreciate that, brother. Good to see you still in here hanging out. Luke, I remember you said, and I hate to bring this up, hopefully this isn't too soon, but I remember, did you and your girlfriend break up for real this time? Are you guys done? I think you said you moved away or something, right? How far away do you live now from where you were at, Luke? Just a quick side note. I remember, Luke, you were skateboarding or longboarding down that hill. Dude, I've had that feeling before, like, oh, shit. Like that butterfly feeling, like, oh, damn, I'm not going to stop. I was watching that video. I was like, there's like a place that I used to longboard down into my townhouses. And I've had that feeling before. Like, that's scary feeling. I didn't know you could use your feet to stop like that. That was interesting to see. I always just jump off that shit and hope I could stop. That's a scary feeling, though, when you start picking up speed and you can't slow down, or you don't know if you can slow down. Oh, I hate that feeling. I tapered to 1/10 milligram, then it didn't do anything for me, so I stopped. No pause so far. The Reed method, low and slow taper. So isn't Zach kind of a similar as far as you with that, Deb? Like he doesn't seem to have any type of pause, and these guys are now what, 2.5, 3 months off. So that's good to see, that Deb and Zach, they're not experiencing the pause. I was just kind of wondering if because they tapered so damn low. Remember, guys, I don't know if you ever seen this video or not, but Deb, if you could find this video, you know what video I'm talking about. It's on Zach's channel. He brought out the freaking diamond scale, guys, and he was measuring little tiny, and I'm talking tiny ass crumbs on a diamond scale. And you could see how methodical he was. I think he was down to like 1/300th of a pill of a tablet. He tapered that low, guys. And I thought I was like super strict when I tapered down to 1/4 milligram. Remember, this was years ago, 3-4 years ago when I did that. There wasn't a lot of people that really tapered down that low back when I did that. So I thought Dude, this is going to be cakewalk. Super easy ass withdrawal. I didn't think I was going to have a withdrawal, but as we found out, I was wrong. I want to say it might even be lower than 1/10 of a milligram, Luke. Wait till you see this video. I'll have Mom and Dad post a link to it here in a minute. Or Zach, if he's in here, he could post a link to it too. The one where he's showing how he measured the dose on the diamond scale. Wait till you guys see this video. It's going to freaking blow your mind. Kimmy says, yeah, I support so many recovery channels, but I feel most at home here for sure. Oh, Kimmy, shit, girl. You so sweet. Yeah, you've been in here every Wednesday for like the past 2 months. So I appreciate you showing up here every Wednesday, Kimmy. And I'm glad you feel so comfortable here with the little community that we have here. Yeah, Luke, I just wanted to sleep, so I kept tapering lower and lower. Yeah, I remember watching Zach and Deb taper. They just kept going lower and lower, and never dial it in that exact. I just start ripping small pieces. I'm switching to the Octagon pills tomorrow when I see the doctor. Yeah, wait till you see this video, Luke. You're gonna trip, dude, when you see this. So yeah, I was always super like technical, like making sure I cut the little thing perfect and had the little mini scissors out. Yeah, some people aren't as like OCD as others. Like I know, seeing Zach do that on the diamond scale, I was like, damn, I think he got me beat. Like thinking of using a diamond scale to measure crumbs of Suboxone, I never even thought of that. That makes sense. I do. Let's see. That makes sense. I do. I have a whole script because I picked it up right before my shot in case the first month went south. I will have my fiance put them somewhere. I appreciate that. Yes. Yes. Please do that, Paisley. Do that as soon as possible while you're feeling like you have enough bupe in you. Okay. Because, like I said, you're going to start feeling really normal and stable in the next few days. And I don't want that to freak you out. It's a good thing to feel normal and stable. So just know that that's coming. And that doesn't mean that you're in withdrawal. But your brain might try to trick you into thinking so. But remember, guys, too, that the first month is the hardest month while being on Sublocade. Once you hit that second shot and on from there, you be cruising. You be cruising real good. Because remember that when you go in for your second shot, you still have more than half of your dose still left in you. So don't forget that, guys. I used to play scientist and cut the meds into measured pieces, then put the dose in daily containers. I live in Minneapolis now. We are still talking, but my withdrawals were ruining our relationship, so I decided to move out. Yeah, dude, that would be super rough to go through that stuff while trying to like put on a happy face for your significant other. Man, that's hard to do. That's so hard to do that stuff. And people that don't go through that, they don't realize how hard it is. You know what I mean? Because we're trying to put so much energy into ourselves and just trying to keep our head on straight. But we also have to like be present for somebody else and act like we're not miserable as F, right? Like, because then they're going to think something's wrong with them or something like that. It's like, it's not you, it's me. Like, I'm just suffering right now inside, but you don't understand this because you're not in me. It's super hard to go through withdrawal while like maintaining a relationship. And I feel so bad for people that have, you know, they have to maintain businesses and they have to, you know, take care of their kids all day long. Like, what? Super challenging stuff to go through withdrawals and to keep your life going like that. Haha, love bombing heels on longboards. Oh, that's scary stuff, man. Woo. That's the stuff nightmares are made out for me. that butterfly feel, that sinking feeling that kicks in when you think you're not going to be able to stop. Oh, that stuff's scary. Neither Zach or I have pause. I think we kind of went through it while tapering so low and so strict. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense to me. Oh, with a vision, what's up? So good to see you in here. Says, yeah, I saw that video, crazy. So Deb just posted a link to that video that I'm talking about, guys. If you want to see some crazy stuff, go check out that link that Deb just posted. As far as talking about tapering Suboxone. And just a quick side note, that's Zach's channel. He went from like 40 plus milligrams of Suboxone to nothing within a year's time. Super, super impressive stuff while also maintaining business and family and his own life. So just incredible to see that stuff. I had 2 milligram strips and I still jumped at 0.5. Laugh out loud. Lazy. I'm lazy, I guess. Yeah, that's what's crazy about it. It's just like some people, they don't need to, I guess they don't need to taper down to such low doses. Some people don't want to be bothered with it, like Kimmy said. I mean, I always just say, like, try it, see how it works for you, right? Because some people can handle that. Some people are like, nah, I need to go lower. I just could not tolerate the RLS. I hate RLS. Yep, that was my worst fear, is the hardcore RLS. If I had been in a relationship during withdrawal and pause, it would have ended. I would have ended it. Yep. I had to focus on me and me alone to get better. I feel that, Kimmy. I got blessed. My ladies, yeah. It's like sometimes I'll hear people say, you know, they're still with their same person and they made it through that, and it's just like, that's a ride or die person that you got. If they're gonna really stick with you through them rough ass weeks and maybe months even, right, that you're having to go through and suffer. Whew, like they've really kind of got to put themselves kind of on the back burner in a lot of ways, right? Just to kind of help get you through the hardest struggle of your life. I had it in my legs and my arms. It sucked. Yeah, I had that too. It was mostly my legs was the worst, but I did have it in the arms a little bit too. Exactly what you guys said. Eventually, she got sick of hearing about my withdrawals, and you can only fake a smile. Yeah, that's the key part right there. He said, fake a smile for so long. Dude, it just drains you to have to do that. Oh, it's so hard to do that. I remember when I was living with my girlfriend in Idaho, I was like, I literally need to sleep in the other bedroom. Because if you even wiggle the slightest amount, it's going to totally blow up any possible sleep that I'm getting. So I literally slept in the other room for like 2 or 3 weeks. And I could feel us kind of distancing at that point. But I did what I had to do. Yeah, Luke, if it's meant to be, it'll happen in the future. Yeah, that's true. I mean, he's still so young. I know I heard him say he feels like time's like kind of running out, but you're still so young, dude. You and Dan, man, you guys are both like what, 30, 31 years old? Just about 3 hours on here, guys. I got to get off here in just a moment. Does anybody have any final questions or comments or anything before we kind of wrap things up? Before we start winding things down here, guys, I want to send a shout out to the sponsors of today's live stream, baby. We had Kimmy, we had KG, Marky, Jeremy G, Anastasia, Jessica, and Mama Deb coming through with a sponsorship of today's live stream. So shout out to you guys. I really do appreciate you guys showing some love to this channel. As Luke knows, YouTube don't show us any love, even though we're monetized. I literally don't even make $30 a month off of YouTube from this channel. So any financial stuff on this channel literally comes from the community here. and you guys supporting me with the cash apps or the super chats or whatever. I really do appreciate you guys that do find value in this community to, if you're in the position to sponsor something on this channel. You guys are awesome for doing that. I do appreciate you guys greatly. Thank you. Thank you. Luke says streams make nothing. Yeah, exactly. You know how it is here. It's funny because like you think, you know, you'll see people say something like, I finally got monetized, and then you find out real quickly that it's not really like that. Especially when making videos talking about this stuff. Most of the time YouTube's like, nah, can't do it. Paisley says, thank you guys so much. I'll check in again next week. Thanks for doing this channel. I appreciate it big time. Yeah, Paisley, just hang in there for your first week. And like I said, you know, you'll smooth out every day. Every day you'll get a little bit smoother, a little bit easier to not think about your oral doses. So just hang tight. Keep us updated as you go with your Sublocade experience, and let us know how that works out for you. Thanks for hopping on here. Kyle says, great stream. Awesome. Thanks for coming on here today and talking to us about your alcohol stuff, Kyle. We'll be here. You guys remember, we're here every week, the same time, same date. We're usually here for 2 to 3 hours. Today, we're almost at 3 hours. I've been sitting here talking. My voice is hammered right now, guys. If I sound a little froggy, that's why. Kevin, what computer are you going to get? So I want to get just like the basic iMac, or is it called iMac? What is it? What is it? I don't do good with laptops, but this one I have that I'm on right now is like a HP. And what sucks is this computer literally has never been used, and it's still, I can't do any type of reaction type videos because it sucks that bad. It's literally a brand new computer. Do you guys think that's a good way to go? I just want to get like the basic one, but a new one, right? So it's all like updated and stuff. And hopefully I don't have to dilly-dally with any. Is that a good computer to do videos on? I'm not a very computer savvy person, but I think it was like $1,500 for the entry level iMac. Do you guys think that would work for me doing like reaction videos and stuff? I'm very much more familiar with like my iPhones, HP, and like the other phones. I have no idea how to use those things. Big change going from Windows to iMac. Yeah, I definitely don't like Windows. I don't like this computer at all. It's very confusing for me. Tara says, thanks, Kevin. You're the man. I'll probably see you on FMD's live stream, Tara, this Friday. I think Phil is going to be on his stream this week, if I remember right. You want a MacBook? That's a laptop, isn't it? Or do I have those backwards? I love Apple, but not for computers. Wait a minute, guys. Now you guys got me confused. What's a MacBook? Is that a laptop? I thought the book ones are like laptops. What? How come you don't like Apple computers, Kimmy? iMac is a PC. Yeah, I definitely can't do a laptop. I have to have like a normal keyboard. Guys, I've got some big ass hands. Look at these monsters. I got some monster sized hands, so I gotta have a normal keyboard. And like, I don't like it's like, and like having it all so close to me, like I have to have things like pushed back. The way I was kind of looking at it is like I could just get it, and if for some reason it doesn't do the things that I need it to do, like all I really need to use it for is to StreamYard live on StreamYard. This computer can't even do that, so I have to do it for my phone. I have one, I had a few, probably just because I'm so used to Windows OS. I have an iPhone and iPad, but for computer, I prefer Windows. See, I can't stand using Windows computers. I think mostly because I don't know how to use them. I'll probably just get it Yeah, I do have Best Buy, and that's why I was thinking I'll probably just get it and try it for a week or two, and like if it just doesn't work, like I definitely know how to use the Apple's products much easier. Like I have an old school, what are they called, iPads. I can use that thing easier than I can use this HP computer. Oh, I misunderstood you, Tara says. Staples. Yeah, I have a Staples here too. But Best Buy, I think they have those computers in stock. And then I need to pay for the StreamYard service too. That's like, what is it? $30 a month, I think. Because if you go through StreamYard, they have like a bunch of options to make it like more professional on the. It's kind of hard to explain, guys. You guys probably know what I mean if you guys seen it, but I don't know how to explain this stuff very good. I'm not very good at computer stuff, obviously, as you can tell. You could just get a fancy keyboard and plug it into a laptop. I'm trying to picture how that would work. Phone and iPad is iOS, which is a bit different than Mac OS. Oh, I see. I didn't know that. Yeah, I don't know if I've ever used a Mac computer. I guess I just assumed that they were all kind of like the same as using. I thought it was just like a big iPhone, pretty much. Get a MacBook and plug into a fat keyboard. MacBook. Don't they sell like just like the computer guts of the Mac, to where I could just plug into like a big ass TV screen or something? Like put my big screen here. I don't really know how all these things are like compatible. Sorry guys, I really suck at talking about this stuff. I plug a keyboard into my laptop. So, I mean, what's the point in doing that? Like, why wouldn't I just get a computer? Like a regular computer? What's the benefit of doing it that way? Because I've seen a couple of you guys now say that about plugging a keyboard in. Because I could never picture me actually using a laptop on my lap anywhere in the house. It's too uncomfortable for me. So yeah, a tower and get your own screen. I've got a good buddy that's really computer smart about this stuff. They make stands to get a laptop up at your eye level. So, I mean, how come a laptop would be better to use than a desktop? That's the thing I can't wrap my mind around. What's the difference? For sure, you can use a huge monitor. I would get a desktop, Kimmy says. Yeah, I'm just like I'm not sure. Like maybe they could let me I think I could probably use them at Best Buy, couldn't I? And just kind of see like what works best for me. I'm pretty sure you can like test them out there at the store. Do a test drive. Not a laptop. If you don't need to move it around, there's no reason. Yeah, I would literally never use it other than just doing the stream here on Wednesdays. That's the only time I would ever use it. I would never use a laptop for using it on my lap. Like never do anything in public. I would never do that. Yeah, I like the desktop best, Deb says. You only want to stream with the computer. It will be more versatile. Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't use it for anything else other than just that. And I don't do any like gaming or anything, so I don't think I need like some fancy ass computer. I just want it to work when I do the streams. And I want to get an external mic too, because I know it's kind of echoey sounding in here, and I know that a lot of this stuff needs to be through like a better microphone. So hopefully I can get those things figured out here and get things. iMac is fancy ass by definition. Yeah, I'm hoping that it could just be something I could just buy and it lasts me, quite a while. So hopefully, I'm just disappointed in how fast this computer went out of date. This computer outdated itself really damn fast. I'm like, dude, I literally never use this damn thing. I thought for sure it would be okay, but I've tested it a few different times and it's just not working. Watch some YouTube reviews on transitioning from Windows to Mac OS. That's a good idea. Yeah, I didn't think about that. I just show you like the key differences, like the basics. What's funny though is I seen Dan. He said he got like a cheap ass laptop, and he's doing the stuff that I'm talking about doing, like no problem. I'm like, what? I don't know, guys. Sorry I suck so bad at computer stuff. Be patient with me. I'll figure it out. Okay, guys, 3 hours on the dot right now. We've been sitting here. I want to send a shout out to you guys who sat here with me through this whole thing. Go to Best Buy, talk to Geek Squad. They'll hook it up, laugh out loud. I don't make any tech purchases without watching a ton of reviews. Okay, night, y'all. Why not just get an iPad with a fancy keyboard? I haven't even seen what iPads look like these days. That might be a good idea. How much are iPads these days? I don't even know how much they cost anymore. My iPad is literally like 10 years old. That's what I have. Yeah, because I know how to use the iPads. They're pretty damn easy. At least the old one that I have is. Do you think that's like the cheapest way to go about doing the whole setup, Tara? Is like an iPad with with a fancy keyboard. You got the smaller one for 800 and the keyboard is 300. I mean, so that's already, I mean, that's 1100 right there, Kimmy. So that's, I mean, that's almost up to the full computer thing, right? I want to say it was like 12 or 13, something around there, $1,400 for the basic iMac. But you can't get some editing software and stuff Luke uses on iPad. I think Luke said he uses the OBS Studio. Go check him out. Yeah, I'll just have to like spend a day and go do some more research on it. Okay, guys, we're gonna get out of here. Thank you guys for hanging out here for 3 hours and 2 minutes. We'll see you guys on the next Wednesday live stream. I'm gonna put out some more of the short clip videos this week. I'm gonna record another batch of videos. As I do the like 5, 10, 20-minute videos, I do them in batches. Like, so I try to record a whole bunch of videos in like 1 or 2 days. That way I can kind of just spread them out over the next month or so. So I'll try to get some more videos coming soon, guys. I appreciate you guys. I love y'all, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to give us an update next week on your situation, guys. All right? See you guys soon. Bye.